your channel 3.
Okay.
Ang guitar ni mo, huwag yapon. O say out, sige lang. Kanila yung you can, paminaw lang ni, pwede rin eh. Pwede sad na. Na mga kayo madunggan yan. Nara?
Wala.
Sige.
Gitara
So wait, ang gitara mo sudi ha? Pero makadungog ka sa audio diri. Makadungog ka sa atong kasi gani atong
ang music madunggan ako.
Kani madunggan mo.
Imo dili. Di mo gawa sa audio diri.
Dili ako ang kuanan ni.
Siya
Di kuanan ako ganina. Ang ako lang ko sa gitara. Okay, madunggan ang station. Madunggan on air kani mo yung ganito na mic, wa man ni maandar ang duha.
Okay.
This one wa pa ni mataod. So kana siya mo on, no? Dito.
Balik. Hindi ko man.
Pero kani madunggan mo diri, no?
Click di ako.
So siya. Dito bro.
Click mo na sa kung mag-drummer.
Wala lagi.
Ganito, so tingin din mo na ang click sa drummer. Ang sulit ng gitara. Kung ano. So, may input dito. Asa may input na yun. Kasi kung gano'n siya out, ang tanang isudiri mo, out siya somewhere. Wala yung right and left out.
Sana ko ang kanilag ka ng assistant yung may ngayon. Anong di mo suod ba? Ang mo gibuhat last kay gipaduol na mo ang isa ka mic sa gitar. Ang may tabo ano niya, posible yan bro.
Usually akong gamitan niya, input blouse diya.
Dili, ang atong makuha na niya. Tatug. 1 2, di lang ko may labot. Dili kay bisig bali-bali ni ba?
Hindi, feel ako. Sa head? Palalagi. Flip it.
Napagaling ka tang-tang.
Kung asa ni, ang out ani.
Sa may style eh. Wala may lagyan lang din. Unya lang ta, the next hour na mo kuan. Let's say mga 9 to 10 ta mo tukar.
Okay, dira.
Interview sa ta. Nya, katong giingon ni boards nga music or something kuan.
Wow. Yan, sige, pwede lang. Sakto resad ba nga? Interview lang sa niya.
So idog lang channel bro.
Kani?
So idog lang channel, balhin daw kuan. Balhin daw, lain. Somewhere else. Sudli lang kuan. Wala ang kay gamay nga speaker, no? Naba ka?
Wala ko gana. Nakanta to, pero...
Ito Itong gamay ni mo ba? Di ba? Naman kay gamay nga speaker?
Usually, magdako ito pero wala nung na.
Wala mo na dapat yun. Iyay katon, dato na lang.
Kani, pwede na ako. Matingog siya din. Ang kuha na lang, asa ka na siya mag-connect.
Di kaya kung buhato na, pwede na ko ihatag ni usa ka microphone diya.
Para sa kuha.
Hindi na dito sa speaker.
Oo, pwede na to. Ano ko kakuha na.
Gamay na dato, no?
Wala may app din nga gamay.
Wow, dito ilang app.
Let's see. Phones. Send. Rapa paham. Bisa gamay nga speaker. Road eh.
Kaya na bro.
Let's see.
Kaya eh. Kaya siya, nari eh. Pwede yung plug music. Oh, yeah. Mana yung kauban dito eh.
Magdamot ako gumigos is way. Kaya migos lang Kuya Magic daw.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. 101 man mo ito. Mag-couple sila. Kuhan to siya. Foreigner yung friends niya. Magic.
Migos lang. So, mahitap po eh. Ay, mo na siya acoustic ko.
Oh, dili.
Ma-pick up ba na siya na kani? Microphone? So, ito na ito lang.
Dili.
Hindi na siya pick up. Storya lang tayo eh.
Pwede rin eh. Kuhan.
Yeah. Let's kuhan man. Nail mo siguro na siya. 3. Tulo na yung kuhan.
Nakoy output mail eh.
Mo ba?
Pwede
Sige lang. Sway daw. Sige daw.
Yeah. Asa man ako pwede output.
Kani daw, kana daw gamita ka na. Kana siya, sige daw. Pero, kung mail na siya, ang ilaw lang. Kana. Unplug lang. Kana.
Output na nila ko.
Sige daw. So, ayan na to. Sa 3 ta. Sige daw. Alright man, we're good. Tara. Good stuff.
Good stuff. Levels na lang.
Ang imuhang microphone lang is this one. I will let you have this as your microphone. Kana imong audio.
Okay.
Wait, dito sa dito. Ano na lang. You have this as your microphone and audio. Okay?
So, kanya audio?
Yeah, imong pick wala na lang sa ni. This one up. Ano lang na siya. Stay put. Alright, gig na taman. Ako live na ako lang nun. Amare na eh. Masuk daw kita. Words, kaya ka diya? Chai Sui. Send mo lang na ako, ha? Messenger lang.
Opo, ya. Sige.
Sige. Okay na ta. Ako lang gi-mute imong guitar.
Okay,
Ikaw, musturya ka. Ako rin bahala control ni mo diri. O kanta ni mo.
Okay.
We're good na.
Asa, magkuha sa ko ha. Magkamo sa ko. Weekend, nadahan ako ang direct input. Direct injection
Ay,
ba?
nice. Nice. Wala
Ito
na
ba?
ano. Nice.
Ito yung save viewer.
Yeah. Oh.
DI box.
FB Live ako.
Google Live ka.
Google Live. Oh, shoot. Only 9% na lang ang aking battery to charge my phone. Shoot. To charge my phone. Ano, Nick? Isend ko na lang yung ano. Isend ko na lang yung link ng TMC.
Good. Yan lang ganun kayo. Okay na lang. May ano tayo. Ano to siya? Ay. Hey.
Hi, this is Will Mikael. Thanks for supporting local music. You are listening to 105.1 TMC, the best of us.
All right, we're live, man. Okay. Okay. Playing you now. To mag-karaoke. Okay. More than a game of romance is found. Okay. Diri karaoke. Doon sa ring katahaling nga sila. Si Will Michael.
Will Mikael.
Yeah.
Nag-guess na sila din?
Ha?
Nag-guess na sila.
Diri na siya?
Broadcasting over 10,000 feet closer to heaven and tops 105.1 TMC.
Siduta sa inyong spot, dire.
That's around the home. 105.1 TMC, the best of us.
Good evening mga higala! Mayong gabi niya kamuntanan nga naminaw. This is Bai Jaya mga higala. Bai Jaya mga bay. O Bai Jaya karong gabi diri sa Tops Media Center or we call TMC. Kumusta mga tao diya sa Sugbo? How are you doing everybody? How is everyone doing? Because right now our live here at TMC special we call live special is good. Mas maayo good nga you're listening right now tonight wherever you are, right? You are driving on the way home or whatever you're doing on the way pagbalik because we're gonna celebrate. We're going heading into our new year, no? And I believe a lot of you right now are excited for the new year. Ug mo na nga relax na sa taron. Bai Jaya mga higala, I'm supposed to call this show Gamot sa Gugma, but tonight it's going to be a little different. It's really it's something else. I have somebody here that is a really special artist that we have in our studio tonight. And for those of you who haven't heard about him, wa pa mo kadungugan niya, usan ni siya ka? Mawala siya na to ang bisita diri nga kuha na to giauhag na to nga munganhi diri sa ato ang on air diri sa gitawag na to nga Sibyaan, Bisaya nga Sibyaan. Mo na nga right now if you are tuned in, really relax ata, no? Paminaw mo diri sa ato ang pagsibya, and we are going to talk about what this music and the life and the story is all about. And I'm going to introduce him to you in a bit. Before that, mas mayo na nga kumusta hon sa tamo, ha? We want to say hi, hello. I may not be on air during the time, like I wasn't on air, but pasensya kayo ninyong tanan diya nga kanang wala ta mo na adto, wala ta mo na bisita, right? For a couple of shows that we are supposed to do here, there is a TMC, right? I'm just here. I mean, naaro ko ninyo, and itong mga igala diri, sige padayon sa Sibya, no? Naarap na sila diha. But si Bai Jaya, mga igsuon, mga bay, naara gyud na, naminaw gyud na ninyo, no? And ato adri kay importante nga ato ang pagdala kay mo na ato ang pag-agi diri nga pagdala. And kamo nga naminaw diha, swerte na kay mo kay magkadungog mo niya mo ang paghalad kaninyo karong gabi nga hatagan na mo dakong importansya ni. Mo gid na mas mayo gid nga maminaw mo so that you're gonna hear something that you don't usually hear anywhere around Cebu, no? Or Cebu, atong Cebu. Daghan mo ngay mahibalaan ini. And regarding the things that you want to hear about, we have a lot to talk about, no? Okay. Dili lang ni Cebu, maybe Kabisayan. Okay? And just to maybe introduce my friend here. Yeah, kani siya bisag asa na siya naabot, no? As you know, kaning nagsugod siya diri sa atoa. Ato ang gitawag nga ato ang sugbo. Yeah. And then naabot siya sa lain-laing bahin diri sa atong mga isla. Atong isla sa Kapuluan, no? Daghan tag mga isla diri. Unya kaning atong higala diri nga giawhag nato nga magpaambit kanato karong gabi. He's been performing covers of different genres, no? Kanang mga dekada 60, 70, 80, no? Kuha ni siya, instrumental music, mga improve, natay ka ng agi po tag mga loopers, pedal effects, and experienced street busker ni siya from Cebu, ha? Muna yung ngayon yung mahiwalaan ini. Kay, syempre, kuhan lagi. Diba? So, usapod ni siya ka very, what do you call this, atmospheric artist and musician, no? Daghan siya mga style according to the mood, may ni siya mo timpla. But mas maayo nga ato ni siyang ila-ilahon mga bay, no? Aron mahibaw mo ba kay kinahanglan man pud nga napud tay kanang paambit pud niya, no? Ato ang i-welcome ni siya diri sa ato ang pinaka okay kayo sana. Right. Mga igala, mga igsoon, mga bay, please help me welcome Johan Musical Proof.
Yeah.
All right.
What's up, everybody?
There you go. So those of you watching live in our stream at Tops Media Center at YouTube, we are gonna go later on. Mag-adto na niya tag Facebook Live, ha? Brace yourself, ha? Bantay-bantay mo diha kay we are eventually gonna be doing live on Facebook, kay dagadagan mi sa Facebook. But Johan, ha? Atong tawag nimo kay Proof man, ano?
Yes. Bai Jaya, salamat kayo sa pag-invite.
Way sa pa yan. Kumusta? Say dagan na to ron. Proof.
Okay kayo, bago lang ko na uli gikan sa Siargao. Dito nag-play ako. Then, I'm home for the Christmas celebrations and, meet the family. I'm around here for a while.
Very good. Kay mga tao biya sa Pilipino, no? Mag-abot mo ginay Pasko, Proof.
Yeah.
Unya, ikaw ra ba gikan ra ba galaag-laag sa kuan sa asa to? Siargao,
yeah.
sa Mindanao. O gikan pa ka dito, di ba?
Yeah, Sikihor.
Balitain ko na mismo mga lakaw dito, Prof. Unsay mo gento?
Then ang exciting nga part sa among journey was like nagtuyok mi sa Mindanao niya, carrying my guitar and everything else like an amp niya.
Yeah.
Nag-hitchhike rami. Grabe kalingaw.
Hitchhike, ha?
Hitchhiking ra. Nagtuo ko sa una nga moanto kani kag Mindanao is like hadlo ko na siya nga lugar ani na. Pero nalahos na mo ang katong bituyok ra gid namo siya, naabot mi sa pinaka south nga part, sa pinaka mountainous nga parts, and daghang mga buutan sa nga tao.
Daghan yung buutan nga tao.
Kayo.
Labaw nagbuutan sa ka?
Oo, of course.
So anyway, muna nga, nag-abot ka dito sa south, and unsay pang buhat nimo dito sa mga kalaki dito? Lagi.
Nag-travel wala man may kanang source of income, so Mangita og kanang mga lugar kung asa may pwede magbasking, bubutang ra kalo nya. Tukar nya if kinsa tayo maka-appreciate then it's up to them if they wanna share their love.
May remote control ya.
Free music
Remote
for
control ng
change is
aircon.
actually what we're doing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay ba?
we do that thing and of course importante nga have fun, malingaw.
Right.
Yeah.
May sakto ko no. I mean, a lot of artists, especially kay naminaw ron diri sa TMC no, kanang mga manukaray pud ba?
Oo.
Prof, kanang daghanan ni nila, manukaray po ni sila, dili lang ni sila nga kanang hilig lang maminaw.
Yeah.
The artists are around now, naminaw ni karon, and for those artists nga kanang interesado na kaning mga tour ba? Kay
Yeah.
mo ni magibuhat, no?
Yeah.
Touring man nimo ha. But for you all to know, mga bay, kay kani si Proof, you heard him na walay funding. Di ba? Kasagaran ninyo, so wala pala mo may biyahe, naghunhuna na mo nang pilay mo makita, kinsa mo bayad ninyo. Di ba? A lot of artists nga naman ang mga upbringing or sa mga paglantaw sa mga artists no niya.
Yeah.
Kani si Proof as a proof to you nga makabiyahe ra mo ka. And then that's why I asked him first time pag una nga unsa man gyud ang imong kanang gibuhat dito ba? Right? Maybe you want to share that kanang Proof more onto that kanang imong paglanyaw
Yeah.
dito sa
Well,
Mindanao recently.
yeah, first I think nag-hitchhiking mi pa dong sa south of Cebu. Ana dagid mi ana diri daan sa Cebu no kay daghan man sad gid ang atong mga Cebuano diri nga mga maayo kasing-kasing pa makita sila sa imo nga nag-hitchhiking ka sa dalan niya. Kuan mo lagi mo hunong para nimo niya. Mo tanaw ihatod pa kay kag bisag mo lapas pa ka sa ilahang destination kay nakita sila ba nga kanang kuan. Inana sa bisag asa siguro.
Advice ba?
Kung ano, makita ka og kanang mga tao nga katong mahatag sila og time, energy para
Dito.
mahatod ka sa imong lugar ano. So that's what we did ni sakay mi og barko pa dung sa Mindanao. So, I think it was the Pitan.
Kapit mong kapitan. Dito mo niagi. Okay.
And then from there, diha namin naguan, sugod na may hitchhike, ituyok na mo Valencia, Arakan.
Okay.
Yeah, we went to Arakan in the high up in the mountains.
Dito.
And like almost everywhere we can go, depende lang. And then sa amo ang mga sleeping mga needs is like manuktok lang balay or kanang mangita lang.
Ba?
Kanang mangita lang shelter, kahoy baron adto nimo
Yeah.
ihigot ang imong duyan. And survive that way niya makakita sa mga tao kani sila mga langyaw mga travelers gid ni sila pa ang mga hatag og pagkaon nag-aan kag prutas or unsa mga kuan ba that's how the people see you, especially if like they know that they can help and they have the extra love to share. Then that's basically the test of our humanity here. So until now I still believe nga napagid ako kay nga chance ang humanity nato kay naaman makita gid na.
Kana. Bitaw. I mean, kanang imong gibuhat kadala kay duyan no na kay mga bound ni mga. Syempre, kaning maglangyaw ka or gitawag nimo maglayaw ka sa iyang gibuhat nga dami pa andam mo dyan. Pero kanang nanuktok ka, grabe sa no kanang manuktok ka uban na di mo sana siguro mapasud ritso, di ba?
Oh, ana gid. Nawa gyud yung mga nana pero kabaw ka na ana siya teknik
Mahinay ko na sa teknik ka na. Maminaw ko na sa teknik ka na ni Prof.
Mura ka na makita ka ganang mura nindot ang imong energy, mura na kay kaanyad nga ang mga tao igasugat nimo sa ilaha bisag unsa pa to yung gibati ato nga moment igakita sa nila sa imo nga og samot na daghan mo mga kauban nga kanang hayag mo og energy ba. Makakuan ka niya sila ma-shift sila gikan sa unsa pa to ilang mga problema dito niya ato na sila nga hi ate kumusta na may bahaw di ate kay ganang ko ano. Kaya na lang nagi pa maagi good. I think kitang tanan kabaw na ana niya. Na sa akong gibuhat is mas na-apply siya pagyud sa mga lain-lain din nga lugar.
May na kay kana nagdepende ra siguro na sa gyud sa nimo pag-approach ng tao no.
Oh, ayo.
Kay kung moderitso ra kag duol niya kuan kani mo ni siya pangutana po sa uban nga kung kabalo ba mo sa pagduol.
Oh,
Alright, mo man ang gibuhat ni proof, no? Anyway, more about these things that we're trying to talk about. This our special guest tonight. There is a TMC live, mga higala. Right? It is Johan. We call the musical proof.
Yeah.
Huh? And there is a TMC live. We got a lot more to talk about with proof here. But before everything else, let's play a few radio ad para mabuhay sa dami.
Yeah.
and then we'll be right back with you after a short break.
Alright, guys.
Oh. Dito lang kayo bro, ganito lang kayo. Ato ni play kaya masino niya. Masig mo ni ilahang kuhan.
Oh, nakita ka ba ko?
Lagi.
Apil sa pay the bills.
Nga magahatag og tabang sa kahimsog sa mata, makibato kini sa epekto sa glaucoma, macular degeneration o catarata. Makita gyud ang kahimsog. Mapalit ang opting sa mga napunang butika nationwide. Ang opting dili tambal o dili dapat gamiton kampan sa bisan unsa nga sakit. Samtang nagkaila ang imanahang pananaw, pinaagi sa natural nga nutrisyon. Inom mo
Init kayo good, ganina no? Init ba?
sa mga napunang butika nationwide.
わかめ、枝豆、唐揚げ、串カツ、天ぷら、とんか焼き、餃子、網焼き、カジ、ぶってジューおこそば、とぐるどり、焼きそば、お好み焼き、すき焼き、牛丼、ぶってジューたこ焼き、はやし、そば飯、豚丼、寿司、おらみこし、冷やし飴、ぶってジュー
Alright, sige,
All the
asa naman
best
tong
dishes from Japan,
Basahin mo ko
all
ni Juan,
originally
ni
from
George.
Japan. Butte juice.
Words of one.
Ay sa ako katawag.
Sige lang.
Welcome the new year on top of everybody at Spoon's iconic landmark top.
So, ang atuan ay
Countdown to 2025.
let's try to one lang.
Place to be. Join us
Let's
on
try
our
to
grand countdown
go
at the top
into-
spin space with dinner,
Oh yeah, no.
plus
Kalimot
exclusive
ko anda sa
access to
audio
the
na.
Sky 360 True 360-degree view and get the best view of the entire Cebu's fireworks
Oh.
celebration. The Tops
Ba?
New Year Grand Countdown. Welcome 2025 at 2,000 feet, closer to heaven. At Tops. The Tops New Year Countdown is brought to you by Tops of the Value Villa Hotel and 105.1 TMC, the best of us.
Your Seaman Mornings just got more real. Real local talk.
Listening to the Top of the Morning. I'm your host. My name is Jiggy Juice. Right across me is Justine Narnios.
Real local music.
And
Real close to home. Top of the Morning with Jiggy and Justine. 92 Friday. 8 in the morning to 12. Top only on 105. The best of us.
Alright. That was top of the morning every morning and in our weekdays, ha? Matag pitlaw, matag simana. So, balik ta sa atong TMC Live. Kene! Bai Jaya, mga higala. Kung natinga mo nga we are doing something really, another interview, no? Kanang mga importante mo gani atong mga pang bisitahon diri nga pang parion bitaw na mga higala na to. Usa po nga ato ang gitagaan og pagtagad diri sa ato ang TMC mga higala, mga bay. Kay we want that every artist are able to work with us here sa ato ang sibiyaan. So in terms of music, no, here Proof will share what is it about his journey and then what brought him to the music scene. Ato na siyang pangutanon karon, no, in terms of kaning style mo, and then later on you'll be in for Proof's way of sampling his tracks and maybe some originals, no, that you made, or maybe gamay nga cover. So you will be hearing him here live, huh? All right. Mo nang inyong maabtan diri. You'll be hearing Proof live tonight. Diri sa Gamot. It's not Gamot siguro, but it's TMC live special tonight. Yeah. So, Proof, unsa may kaning atong sinugdanan nga kani bitaw nabot ka diri sa sige pag gig nimo ba? No?
So I want to talk about like how I started to love music when I think I was a little kid. I still remember. I always listened to the radio. Bata pa ako, I don't remember the year, but I remember just turning the radio on like bedtime na gani, and then it's just I'm just playing it until tomorrow, until the end of the radio station, like buying magiliw na, and then you change the look for the radio station that plays until the next day, and that's what I basically did. Also, like of course, kita diri sa atong culture is like it's a big part of us already. For everyone knows how to do karaoke,
Yeah.
like singing in church, and everything like that. Like I learned a lot in music when I was growing up, and
Ito,
a lot of
turning on.
very
Turning
beautiful
on.
influences too. Um, I learned to love music. I right now I even like I think I discovered like one of the first instruments that any human being will ever have in their entire life. There's this one musical instrument
What is this?
that
Yeah.
we have,
Mm-mm.
and for me it's the heart, because as soon as you're born, as soon as you're made, as it's ready, the heart is pumping the blood, and it's making that beat every time, and it's a different beat sometimes, because it depends on the situation, how you're feeling, and things like that. So I think that's a big part of it. Our heart is there,
Yeah. Murag laom
keeping the
yan.
beat.
Yung kag-heart pa heart. Kanang, siyempre, kung wag kay heart, di doksa ta, no? Padong na ta saka na ta sa langit na, no?
Yeah.
Anyway, mo na siya atong pasabot nga kung maminaw ka sa gisgot ni proof karon, no? May maning bata kay may ni si proof igsuon na to diri kay iyahag yung gidala ang iyahang musical passion. Nga ang katong iyang gisgot kay ang kaning instrumento lagi. Nga, asam ka ngitag instrumento ni mong gigamit kay mong kasing-kasing. Wow.
Yeah.
So ang ato ang nadunggan from proof is kanang gigamit ang kasing-kasing. Mo nay ato ang kanang gitawag og battery, sakto ba? Kanang
Yeah.
mo nay gahatag og
It's automatic na like atong heart gabit gina siya, if wala na gani, then there's nothing.
so tinuod mo gid na siya instrumento na to sa lawas, no?
Yeah, I think that's the first one.
Literally. And then kaning sa pagduyog ni proof later, I know you're all excited mga palat ka mga bay. He's eventually gonna have his sampling, and then also maybe some of his songs maminaw mo na it's gonna be coming, no? Relax lang padung tadi ka. Ato ala sa ning painiton si proof sa iyang bangko para mo niyang mo warm up yung lubot pa.
Yeah, we warming it up.
Kaya karon ato ang syempre himamata, and kaning ato ang mga tigpaminaw will get familiar. Oh, by the way, if you're tuned in right now, you are listening to Tops, or we call this TMC Live Special, and with Bai Jaya here, and again our guest atong bisita nga si Johan, or musical proof,
Yeah.
right? And sa ato ang special interview tonight, we are getting to know him. If you're tuned in, you can watch us live. You can check out tingala mo nga kinsa ning akong kastorya diri kay syempre, no, maminamon mo kanya ganahan man mo nga gitawag nga makita kinsa ni atong kastorya mo ni si musical proof karon, and he's on live at our TMC or Tops Media Center page at YouTube. You can join us, you can chat with us with the rest of our Bai Jaya TMC live at Tops Media Center. And you can also message me again, as you always know, if you have anything to come up in your mind, nakipangutana ni proof, you can message us at 0999-887-6070. Para kung nakay mga pangutana, and maybe you wanna ask proof what is it all about, you can actually message us here. All right, back to our kanang pangutana o gatong paghihimamat ni proof dire. So, moto nga instrumento ang kasing-kasing.
Yeah.
Kana siya mo'y kinahanglan
That's the
madunggan.
first one. That's the first one.
Sige daw, first one, and then unsa pa
A little bit
sunod?
of philosophy going on here, but yeah. And I think the next one will be I think the next one is kind of maybe your legs, maybe kind of you learn how to walk. It's not the same as the heart. It's already there. It's already doing the beat. When you learn how to walk, it's like you have to learn how to stand first, and then you find out there's a beat to the steps that you make.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think that's also part of it. And
Bitaw.
I think if you pay attention to it, you'll become better at like being a musician, I guess. That's how they put it, like in the old classical music. They put tempo in there. They didn't have like that something that make the beat, but so they just
Wala sila magamit og tambol ana.
wala sila ng metronome. They don't have the metronome before.
Kani adto.
Yeah, so nakasuot sa mga classical pieces is like retardando, like it's basically like how fast you're walking, like the pace of the walk.
Sa sinugdanan na.
Yeah. And that's a beautiful part of it.
Kaduha na siya mo na yung pasabot
Yeah, good part.
And then
Learning how to walk.
pagkaton gikan sa kasing-kasing, pagkaton sa paglakaw.
Yeah.
May nila.
Ang ikatulong, I think, I mean, of course, there are other very many things, but noticeable one is like your voice too. Like once you learn how to use your voice, but you talk to the people, it's how you make them understand what you're thinking, how you're feeling. Yeah, that's a third one. Most of the time, like, because I'm a guitarist, no, and then people want to learn how to play the guitar. I tell them, guitar is a little bit harder to learn because you can't carry that thing around with you all the time unless you're me. I do that most of the time, but sometimes naging times nga di gina ko siya magdala. But ang ako ang tiil na pirmi, akong ba so makatun gyapon ko istorya or whistle or snap your fingers. Like that's how we keep learning, I guess.
Dito, no? Pero kung mong tingog, inani yung mong tingog.
Pwede sa lahat sa nga genre na siya.
Lain sa na, oh. Lain man lang itong mga tingog, di ba niya? Kung inatong tingog, so may tabo rin mo na. May tabo na. Ow. Not now. Okay. Knockdown na na. Anyway, may kaning nga to ang gipaminaw karon no gikan diri sa TMC live special with musical proof here. It's something na kanang I think basic kana siya nga kanang kon pagtulunan, di ba?
Yeah.
Sa mga musikero, mga higalan to, mga bahin na to diri. And nada siya si katulo niya nga bahin nga iyang paghatag sa tuwa mga wisdom.
Yeah.
Right? Diba? So you're hearing already his wisdom. I know apa mo kadungog siyang tukaw. You're gonna hear that. Ay kabalaka. We're heading there. We're heading there, huh? Ay kabalaka. We are close to that right now. And we're gonna hear him before we go on our next part. Because in our next part, may gabi Ron and South Vibes and kung naminaw mo, again, you can go join us at YouTube Live at Times Media Center so that we can have some conversations. You can ask, prove something, and also message us at 0999-887-6070. Time is now 7:38. Ikapitong taknaw, walo, or ikatulog walo sa kagabiyon. Alas 7:38 sa gabi. At yun nga, hatagang igong binisaya na sa lubas sa dagang bisaya diri sa TMC. Alright, so regarding the fourth, no? Go ahead, Proof.
I think the fourth of it is like ikaw na magpili, like because I mentioned already the heart. You have this first one, and then you have the feet, and then you have your mouth, and then next is like you choose unsa imong ganahan na instrument to learn, and then if you can bring that with you all the time, then you might get better at it. Like I think that's how anyone gets good at anything is if you have the time to do it, and if you have the patience for all of the challenges that come with that.
Yeah.
And of course, some people will tell me, no, it's about talent because you have that talent and you have that. I think maybe you can call me talent, but like maybe it's because I just do it a lot, like, and I don't get tired of doing it, like.
Yeah.
Until now, I'm still playing it.
Ganda. Di mo siguro ka mapulaan yun kung bao gini mo gusto.
Kung love, gini mo.
Bao gini mo katoy mo, nagi kay higugma ning imong gibuhat, no? And
Yeah.
wala ka napugusan tungod lang kay wala ganahan ka mahimong milyonaryo.
Dili, it's not about the money. Not at all.
Naabot yun na mga inanagot.
I never earn a lot good when I'm playing. It's just I just like to play. It makes me happy nga makapalipay yung mga tao sa
Anyway, that's our fourth or something like napakaipunuan na because
Uh,
I think right now medyo naganahan maminaw og sample
okay.
ni musical proof and
Yeah, we can play something.
yeah before we go head on to our further mga conversations with musical proof here.
Yeah.
It's nice to hear a little bit of sample from proof. Okay.
Okay.
You can play a few songs here with proof mga igsoon mga bay. Nga
Alright,
usa ka na kung all right, so we're gonna hear him here live at our TMC on air.
So guys, I'm an instrumental player. I really like to play more instrumental music. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of taste. Yeah, that's how I like it. You gotta tune the guitar in.
Yeah, I see we are going to wait for Proof to tune that guitar. Karong gabi. We'd like to say thanks to TMC in this live special, as we always do here at our show. If you wish to be with us and part of us here, message us or contact us at TMC, the most Cebu, mga gala. And as I always welcome, and we always welcome you, manaminaw today sa TMC at 105.1, usa ka Bisayang Sibiyaan diri sa Dakbayan sa Sugbo. Kuib ni sa Bai Jaya ug ato ang bisita, our TMC live special guest, musical proof. Here we go. TMC, the best of us. Go live? Did you go live on Torralba? I want you to hear whatever is picking up.
Yeah, I'm
Sige lang.
having trouble with signal.
Mga signal.
Yeah.
Come here. Hey. Diba? Give me your cell phone na. Ito. Where's your phone? Yeah. So I don't know if
TMC server.
scan. Okay na. Okay na. Kuha. Okay. Okay. All right. Good. I want you to go live to the one. I'll kind of copy the. The link. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the Facebook link too. Set up my cell phone.
Send na ako ni mo. Go ahead. I'll turn it off. Bro. Hello, bro. Hello, bro. Bro, make a wait. Oh, stick it up. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Drunk on your love before I move it over to you. Okay. Sige, and then yeah, I think naman nakalagay naman sa Facebook na, di ba? Wait, wala pala eh. Wait. Oh. Yeah. Okay, I will check it. I will check it. Kung ano log in. If won't log in, I need to log in. Okay. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, alright. Pero, ilagay lang na ako. Okay. Yeah. Sige, send me the link. Alright, listen to it, bro. Listen to it. Wait, enter an old password. What is the new password? I don't want. Kinangayo mo sa password, bro. Akong gilagyan sa TMC. Oh, Robin Rolls man, di ba? Like, top speed the center. Nangayo new password, bro. Your password was changed using this computer on Wednesday. So, I don't know. Wait. Nai automatic. But you entered an old password when you put so I don't know. I don't want to reset it, but maybe he changed it. Pwede tupuntan nun. Anyway, I understand what you mean. So, ako lang isang isod and then i-play na ko ang inyong live. Right? And then i-audio lang na to. Yeah. Yeah. No problem. Yeah. And then I'm gonna try to see also. Let me try to help out. Saan ako maputang sa ako ang feed niya sa OBS bitaw, bro. Para lagi. Putan ako sa OBS para ang imong live feed mo gawas sa what do you call this sa ang video sa live sa YouTube. Okay, let me work it out. Pero mga ito yung passwords. Alright, sige bro. Alright, that's it. Okay, bye. Alright, no problem. We can do it at 8. Okay. Good. Nasa likod. Marami ka. Pwede dito, likod ko. Behind me. That one. Yeah. No problem. Go ahead, bro. Parating na lang ba? I'm going to do some work sa.
Pati ako nasama. Okay, go on live. Live streaming.
Can you? Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, that was beautiful, man. Kung natingala mo sa itong gipampaminaw karon diri sa TMC Live Special, mo gani si Musical Proof. Alright. If you've never heard him play yet, right now you're lucky to listen and then you're lucky to hear us here at 105.1 TMC. And we have more for in store for you to know more about Proof. And we've got the line open for you to ask us a question about Proof here. What has he done? And asa yung mga gig, no? Sa punta nga mga pangutana sa uban, di ba? Asa ka magtugkar, di ba? Asa ka makita nila, maabta nila, pasikatngan ka nila, tagaan ka nila, kuhan, usa ka dakong paambit.
Yeah.
Usa ka dakong high and hug and hearts and all these things. So Musical Proof, mga igala, mga bay. Let's hear some more from Musical Proof. And by the way, kaniyang duyo, I think a lot of it is improv.
Yeah, it's all improv.
Improv, alright? So katong mga wapakanungog, here we go. Let's listen to more songs from the Musical Proof. Hey brother, we need to have Jiggy on air, so we're gonna post him from this live, Facebook live, from this Facebook live, but I couldn't get in. You see this? I think this is your password has been reset. I don't know how to go about that, and I don't know if let's see this one. It says the old password. Hey brother, we need to. Bro. Kinala ko mag-Facebook live ni Jiggy ba? So, kasama na siya. Have you contacted him? So, what I'm gonna is I want to get him live audio lang, and it's asking for a password. So, I didn't put it in, give it over, but let me know what's up. Oh, excuse me. says here that no password is entered. This is just the password that was here. I want to get in. How do we do this? It says, bro. So many. Kanang okay na ba ni kay I think ningon si Jiggy nga i-kuan lang live lang ako ang yan. Isod lang ako ba or ipasod ang audio sa on air ba sa iyong Facebook live. Okay lang siguro na no?
Live sa kuan.
Kaya ko. Pero di ko kasunod lagi sa Facebook lagi kay ang Facebook ni Kuya Magic pa nang na-add rin. So may password rin ba? Oo, okay ba? Yan. Ay.
Kuya lang.
Mo lagi. Access na ako sa akong password sa akong Facebook ni. So yung mga yun eh. What do you think? That's what I And also bro ba, by the way, kanang wala akong kita sa button dito bro, katong mag-input ang audio ba nga naba sa kanisa sa on-air ba. Kaning on-air na ko isun, kaya nag-experience sa microphone, ang pick-up, or ang atong nag-pick up karon is the cameras. Wala man ang switch. Wala mo gana ba? How does this work? On na lang permit. Sige, mas may pa. Yeah, okay. Live bro bitaw mi? Or live mi? So I can make music. Yeah. Sige, thank you. Thank you bro.
Stumps me what to sing because especially now there's no crowd here, so I'm all alone up in the mountains, so
try to sing something from the top of my head here. This one's called Crazy. I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about my even your emotions hasn't go in space. When you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. And it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly. And all that you are having the time of your life. But think twice. That's my only advice. Come on now, you think you are. Oh, ha ha ha, that's your soul. Really think you're in control? Well, I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. Ooh, just like me. My heroes had the heart to lose their lives out on a limb. And all I remember is thinking, I wanna be like them. Ever since I was little, ever since I was little, he loved to have fun. And there's no coincidence I've come knocking down my door. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe you're crazy too. Maybe we're crazy. Probably.
Usag to siya kadakong kwan. TMC, by the way, 105.1. Live special. Diri, kuyog ang usaka. Nga. Alright, so see musical proof. And by the way, we'll listen to more about musical proof in a bit. Right? And again, naana siya yung mga originals. Kaya basig magtuo mo nga puro na ni si Prasipreya ha? Kay kasagaran na ba mga tao kay kasagaran puro sipra.
Sana all.
Muna. And kita diri sa mga Bisaya kusugid kita kaning mas dali gyud nato ni mga duyog ug kanta nga. Siyempre, kung in English no, dali ra gyud kana nato. Wa ra gyud nay sisiw kay nato no. And in terms of that song, what's about nganong katuman ang imong gikanta nga cover nato? Proof kung mo tana lang ta.
Because before that I was playing some instrumental music, no, and then what usually happens, being like the musician that we are, most of the time it's like people want, I don't know, but there's this thing that happens that they need you to sound like the way that you need them. They need you to sound, so like they request the song, they want this, they want that, and sometimes it's like there's a lot of comments. They like they think, oh, yours thing is like I don't like it. I like this one. I like this one different. Ano ba? So basically, that's one of the songs that I think is a beautiful one to explain like Yeah, we're all crazy, I think, in our own little way. And yeah, of course, we have the things that we like, and it doesn't mean if they don't like what you're playing, doesn't mean that it's bad. It's just they have a different taste, and of course, don't let that get you down. Don't let that make you want to quit or give
Bitaw.
up, because it's really not that. It's about taste, and always believe in yourself too.
Yate. Moram nig si Kobe Bryant musturya si si Pro Boy. No kanang murag gitawag na tog kaning pagsalig sa kaugalingon, di ba? Mo na sa Bisaya na to ana no. Sa ligang pagbansay nimo sa imuhang gibuhat nga matang dinhi sa pagduyog. Di ba, Prof?
Yeah.
Maayo na. Right now, we are heading into the next part, and you will be hearing more from Proof, mga higala, mga bay, in a bit more. But we are gonna welcome in our Jiggy Juice and our other guests, no? Our other special guest for this live special nga gitawag na tog TMC special. This is Kate Torralba. But before everything else, it's nice to kind of like play a little bit so that you'll know what is in store for you. And since that is that is coming, and mas mayo nga makadungog tag a little bit about that. Here we go with Kate Torralba and TMC 105.1, the best of us.
Drunk on your love, I would do anything for you. I'd steal or buy anything for you that I could afford. Drunk on your love, I'd buy a crash anywhere with you. Do all the things you said we'd do. I'm drunk on your love. High on your love. I could take anything for you. I'd lose and find anything for you. Sure that if things were any different now, then I wouldn't be drunk on your love. And the dial will regret numbers I tried to forget just because. Drunk on your love.
you'll be definitely hearing a lot from her. Kate Torralba, Drunk on Your Love. In a few minutes, we'll be hearing Jiggy Juice with our special artist in live. If you want to tune into that live feed on our Facebook, on their Facebook, you can go to Resonant Audio. And we're going to have the interview with Jiggy Juice and Kate Torralba. You tune into 105.1 TMC, the best of us. And so as we wait for more songs, we're going to have some more songs, maybe from Kate. But anyway, we are actually in the integration. No? Abot-abot na karon. And I'd like you to know that you're tuned into 105.1 TMC, pinaka-bisayang Sibian diri sa Dakbayan, sa Sugbo. Bisaya na Dagko! Okay. And then atong mga bisita, atong gipang awhag diri nga magpaambit sa ilahang mga talento, mga igsuon, mga bay kay ilahang gidala kay usajud ka Bisaya nga pamaagi. Or dili na ni maayo, dili na mao ang Bisaya ngayon yung ginuhuna kaniadto. It's not anymore the Bisaya that everybody knows, no? That a lot of the people from the whole national scape looks at it as provinciano, okay? Nga medyo bakya paminawon. I think a lot of people think that the Bisaya music, as far as a lot of people nationally know, kay medyo backwards in a way, but if you've been listening to our music here at TMC, you will know what we mean. Nga unsa na ni siya ka
Lame kayo.
Mo gyud. So mo na siya ron. Unsa na mi kadako o gusto ka nindot ni nga to ang Bisaya artist, right? And we're here and we're live and we're gonna bring you more live feed. And what's coming up for you right now is a live special, still here at TMC, with our Jiggy Juice at the station. Right now, it's at Resonant Audio. If you want to check them out live, you can also go visit Resonant Audio. All right, we're just covering that live here at TMC as well. And we are making sure that you're part of us here sa Atuang Sibian. And we're coming up live right now. Again, visit Resonant Audio. Aside from here at TMC, live at our YouTube podcast, or let's say YouTube live. You can chat with us. You can message us at 0999-887-6070. For more, if you want to message and connect with us. Right now, we got Jiggy Juice on the air at Resonant Audio. Go visit that site. Go visit that page. And we'll be with you right again. We'll be back. Balik mi ninyo.
Miss Kate Torralba, we're going to go live in Boxed In a few moments. This is the first ever Boxed In we've done in like a long, long time. So we're happy to be back on the air, on Facebook, and also on 105.1 TMC on the radio, and wherever you can watch this episode of Boxed In here at the Resonant Audio Studios. This is a love project of Dr. Ted Lee and Adrian Lee, and we are so thankful and we are so happy that he's doing this. This not only gives us an opportunity to showcase local talent, this also gives us an opportunity to actually give them a space for great music to hopefully engulf us here tonight. I'm saying hopefully, but I am 100% sure that the person in front of us here tonight will do exactly just and more. So she's just busy
I posted the link.
Posting the link and all of that stuff.
So you can all tune in.
Okay. So she just had her shot of tequila.
Huy, gilad-lad pa jud,
Sige lang,
animal.
good. Sarap ka shot. Good.
It's not even one shot, it's like half a shot.
Half a shot. I didn't know that about you, Kate, that you actually need a little assist from good old Jose Cuervo.
No, normally I don't,
Okay.
but I've like been having holiday fatigue and I'm just like, Yeah, it's good. It lifts the spirits.
Okay, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, mga kaigalan sa siyudad sa Sugbo, it's Kate Torralba. Yee!
Ooh.
Maayong gabi diha, Kate.
Maing gabi. I thought I was going to play already.
No, not yet. We're going to talk
Okay,
first. We're going to talk first. We're going to talk first before you play your first song. Kate Torralba has been gone from the consciousness of the Cebuano for a long, long time, right?
Rabbi said, "Uy, I just did a show recently."
No, but still, man, like I feel like you're no longer a Cebuano in the sense that I don't see you as much as we would like to see you. You're only here if there's like a concert or a performance because of a private function or corporate function. There's usually there's only very few times that we can actually catch you live. So maybe you can bring us up to speed, Kate. Tell us about what Kate's been doing. I know you've been in Manila, you've been in London, and you have received a Palanca Awards and have an album and was into fashion designing. But all of that to me is just a hodgepodge of information about Kate Torralba. So maybe you can set the record straight, Kate. Tell us about what you have been doing in Manila, in London, for the past, I don't know, 10 years or more.
Well, I decided, because I was really full on doing fashion for, my gosh, 17 years before I decided to go to London. I was dressing celebrities, the likes of Chris Aquino, Lucy Torres, Vicky Bello was a big client, and I was really so burnt out by the fashion industry that I asked myself, what do I really want to do? And I think a big turning point for me was qualifying for the Elements, the first Elements National Songwriting Camp. This is spearheaded by Ryan Cayabyab, who actually I just did a show with at the Waterfront last August. And so, yeah, that was a big moment of truth for me. And I thought, hey, I must finish this first record, long overdue. And it opened a lot of doors for me. And then, 2013, like a little chance encounter with a little, well, it's a showcase in London called Sessions 58, where I decided that I would ask the host if they would let me sing.
Was somebody say more kind of open mic kind of thing?
Well, it's a showcase, not really
What's
an
a
open mic.
showcase?
It's like a curated kind
Okay,
of like,
okay.
in a way,
So you just barged into the
I barged
to
in.
the
I
bar,
was,
right?
I was on my last couple of days in London, and I just really wanted to play. And I told them that, hey, I'm Kate from the Philippines. I'm really good. And I wouldn't leave them alone. And so when somebody was late, they kind of squeezed me in. And then next thing I know, this whole room came alive after I played this song called Pictures. And they asked for an encore. And the next thing I know, it was like, whoa, the beginning of a music career in the UK. And so I was based there for like maybe almost 5 years. And
So you were just there all performing for the last 5 years.
I was. This was pre-pandemic. I played. My gosh, little shows, big shows. I played in festivals. I played in hotel lobbies. I played in cocktail lounges, and I was also playing shows in Paris and Berlin. And you know how the Filipinos are, because they got word that I was a full-time musician in the UK. I started getting booked for fancy parties in Manila. Like these clients would book me, would fly me all the way from London to let me sing 1, 2, 3 songs at their parties or weddings, and so that kind of became my life pre-pandemic. I was touring, and I was playing, special events, and I was meeting all sorts of musicians and interesting people. And then there was 2 years, like after London, I was living out of a suitcase. I was really just traveling to play music. I found my way. I mean,
Like
I
a
was
traveling musician.
pretty
Okay.
much,
In London?
with my
All
around
over
the world.
Around the world, again. Okay.
Yeah, around
Okay.
the world, and I was very fortunate. I got to play in prestigious places like the Troubadour in
Okay.
LA, both in LA and in London. I played some festivals. I was very happy to play also in well, I did like a Wonderland, two or three times, two times, and then I did also a lot of, really a lot of kind of like cultural affairs as well. I mean, I'm very active in the French Filipino community as well because I used to sing in a small jazz bar in Paris, and so I was kind of a favorite in that little circle. Like more of the diplomatic scene. So
Okay.
yeah, and having a record also opened doors for me because I got to meet a lot of independent musicians around the world.
Okay.
So I got to yeah, just I mean, wow, those are like for me the best years of my life. I mean,
So the last those 5 years,
yes, 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
So
And
5 years
and
in
then the
London,
pandemic.
and then
Yeah.
2 years around the world.
Yeah.
Am
I
I-
mean, well, around the world now, like
Okay.
those that's 7 years.
Okay.
I was just like a little tennis ball, like
Okay.
bouncing from country to country, and you're when you're an indie musician, you kind of like, okay, you go where the gigs are, and so yeah, I was really like got to see the world.
I'm curious. What sort of songs were you performing? Were you doing cover songs? Were you
De-
doing mostly
depends on the-
your originals?
Depends on the event. So
Okay.
if it's a bar or if it's a party, then you play a lot of covers. But my covers are very me. I
Okay.
kind of style the songs according to my personality.
Okay.
And also in London I became known for also the stories in between the songs because I like to talk about my life. Like I remember when I was in London, I had a regular kind of customer in the troubadour that I would see him at the back of the room, this elderly like Englishman, and I didn't know how he heard about me, but he would laugh the loudest when I would do my. I mean, they're not even spiels. I'm just really talking.
Like a
you know?
monologue?
Kind
Yeah,
of,
okay.
I guess. And I remember when I finally cornered him because I wanted to meet him and I was curious, like, how did you hear
Who was
about
this
my
laughing
music?
out loud person, right?
Yeah, he was just like this old man. It's just he thought I was so funny that and he thanked me and said, I really love your act. And I said, what act? And he said, oh, you do the stand-up comedy and then you sing and then you do the stand-up comedy and then you sing. And I was like, it's not an act. I'm just talking about my life. And then I guess I also did this, because I did this series called Bipolar Nights. So
Okay.
it's like, comedy and my sad music and very emotional music. And
Was this in London or?
well, I did some shows in Manila also, but yeah,
Bipolar
London.
Nights.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's like happy sad, happy
Okay.
sad, and so Singapore, I did a show there. I
Did you ever do that here in Cebu?
No, I haven't yet.
You should
I
do that
haven't
here in
yet.
Cebu, okay?
That's the thing. I
Why-
noticed that.
Why do we miss out on the best of Kate
I-
Torralba? What is happening? Kate?
Honestly, I feel like I'm more comfortable talking like about those personal things for an international audience.
Okay, because nobody
because
knows
it's
you
so
there.
close to home. It's like I'm talking about the people in my life. Nobody gets offended abroad, but here people are kind of sensitive, and I understand because I'm sensitive too.
Yeah.
So. I have done a couple of the bipolar nights here in Manila. This was pre-pandemic.
Okay.
And but I don't know, Cebu, basig mang luod.
Well, you should try Cebu. Maybe things have changed
Maybe,
culturally
maybe.
here. So after those
maybe.
7 years around the world, pre-pandemic, what happened after that?
Well, the pandemic hit,
Okay.
and I was in Berlin
Okay.
in the Portugal and Berlin, and then I was working on my second record, and I had this whole team, and like it was like kind of like a dream team, a dream project.
Was it like
that
an
I was on.
international team or?
Yes, it
Okay,
was.
okay.
And then the night before we were gonna start, we were rehearsing already, like at a band, like all Berlin musicians, and then the producer I really liked, so the night before the recording started, lockdown, and
Okay.
my producer had to go back to the UK, and then it was really devastating for me because I was so excited. But I always think that things happen for the best, and so I'm resuming work on the record.
So when you got back from that whole around that globe trotting Kate, right? And then things closed down during the pandemic. What were you doing here? Did you come back home in Cebu? Were you
Well,
stuck in Manila? What was going on?
well, at the beginning of the pandemic, I was in Berlin.
Okay.
And then, yeah, my friends from the diplomatic corps were like, what's your plan? You need to go home. And I'm like, well, I don't really have a home. I live outside of my suitcase. And they're like, no, home, to your home country, to your home country. You need to go back. Because I honestly thought the pandemic would last maybe 6 months.
Yeah, exactly, right?
And,
Nobody took it seriously in the beginning.
Yeah, and because I was traveling during SARS, and I didn't take it seriously. And then I realized that, yeah, oh goodness, I had to go home. And it's a good thing that I did, because I had a lot of loved ones who passed away from COVID. And, it just kind of reminded me of, that, yeah, there's the whole world out there, but what about the people you love? And so I never expected to kind of be based outside of the Philippines again, but it's worked out nicely for me. So I've been based in Manila maybe the past a little over 2 years. And then, and I lost my dad last year. So I was kind of right about that I needed to come home. And now I'm, slowly putting the second record together. I mean, it's not going to be in Berlin anymore. I'm going to be working on it in the Philippines. But it's nice because I'm feeling that sense of the community support. Like a lot of the great musicians in Manila are my friends, and I'm very happy that they're helping me, and the songs are sounding good. And I'm taking my time, because I want the record to be really good. I mean, it's been 11 years since Long Overdue, so.
I'm curious, Kate. You mentioned that you were dressing up stars like Chris Aquino and Lucy Torres and all of that stuff, and all of a sudden you decided to go around the world to perform, right? I'm curious, did you just drop everything as far as the fashion world is concerned, and just proceeded to go all over the world to just play music? Or
well, it wasn't that seamless. Of course, at the time, it was kind of nerve-wracking because, that was my bread and butter. Fashion was my bread and butter, and. But I was so tired. I was just so tired because at the peak of my fashion work, I remember I was managing like 30 people.
Okay.
And I'm an artist. It's very, very difficult to just kind of compartmentalize, be like, no, I'm a businesswoman now, and somehow my heart and my soul were really yearning for, like, a more, how do I say this? I guess, I was just really yearning for musical expression. Just that I really missed it so much that it became the bomb. Like, I was really just kind of lost.
Okay.
I didn't expect to become so successful in fashion. It was just kind of racket, like I just wanted to make money, and
because I know initially Kate Torralba was with a band in Cebu.
Yes.
This was the pre-Manila days, of course.
Yes.
When you
Hard
were
Candy.
Hard Candy was your band, and then maybe you can tell or remind everybody a little bit about Kate Torralba when you were still Cebu-based before you left for Manila and for the United Kingdom and all over the world and back to Manila. Tell us about the not the free fall, but the Hard Candy Cebu days of Kate Torralba. What were your fondest memories about it?
Well, I always was a musician. So I really started as a classical musician. I was a little girl. I studied in St. Benedict's and small private school here near Redemptorist. And the head of the school, Miss Ibanez.
Yeah, oh my God, the angelic voice in Redemptorist,
the church.
right?
So she was kind of like a mother figure in my life.
Oh,
and then
okay.
she took me under her wing when she heard me play the piano. And so I studied classical, ages 7 to 12. But then when I was 9, I was sent to the U.S. to play in this, it was a concert for, young Filipino prodigies. So
Okay.
I was scouted and I played there. And I was offered a scholarship. You could be a classical musician. And but thankfully, my grandparents were like, no, she's too young. And so I just kind of came back home, and like it was always an unfulfilled thing for me. Like, what if I just took that scholarship? What if
Unfulfilled thing.
Yeah, for me the music. So when I got to high school, and and you discover rock music, new wave music, and I had a best friend in grade school, si Kichi Kanyete, and she had great taste in music, and we would spend all our money on cassette tapes and music magazines, and I really loved rock music, especially. And so, yeah, from the ages of 13 to. Yeah, I always had a band. My first band, I was like in a covers band. We played Nirvana covers.
Oh, okay.
It was
90s.
called X with
nineties.
my former bandmate. So, si Jaya and
Jaya.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and then after that, I had a band called The Outskirts. It was an all-girl band which was sponsored by A Salong Music Center.
Okay.
And all these cute girls, and we would play like cutesy, like the Go-Go's and pop music. And then later on, there was another band. It's in the Randy Paez, Providence. And then Hard Candy I formed with Milton Lee, Cookie Padua, and Jaya, Wayne. Sino pa? Lloyd Escario. I mean, the band members changed, but the iteration which won at the San Miguel Music Awards. We won 5 out of 12 awards. It was me, Jay, Wayne, Milton, and Cookie, and I was a chorus fan, so I actually played violin. It was terrible, but shameless.
So this was for the band. Hard Candy.
yeah.
So what song won the award?
Free Fall.
Which is probably a good segue if it's okay with you.
Yeah,
Are you ready to sing Free Fall instead of something else? Would you like to do that? Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, this is our first song for Boxed In here at Audio Studios. Our very special guest, she flew in all the way from wherever she's from to be here with family and to be with us tonight for Boxed In, ladies and gentlemen, Torralba with Free Fall.
Stop.
you. Oh, I dedicate that. That's dedicated to my friend Bayanita and her partner. Sakto bang pangalan, David? Mayanita, David, Joni in Bangkok.
Wow,
Actually.
they're watching us from Bangkok.
And there's a little bit of trivia about that song. That song was also the wedding song of Elena Darna and MC. Just had a baby girl. So yeah, that's for you guys to
Wow. So did you write that song by any chance?
Yes,
Okay.
I did.
How old were you when you wrote that song?
I was 19,
Okay.
19, 20. And so the music, me, Milton. Well, my bandmates basically, Hard Candy. So me and Hard Candy, the words as well.
Yeah, because I asked you whether you wrote that song. From what I understand, you also won an award for writing, right? Writing short stories. You mentioned that
I
you
just
did
wrote
that.
one.
Yeah, because I think you already had that. You could not only sing and perform, but you can also write. Tell us about your writing award. How did you stumble upon writing? I mean, not songwriting, but writing short stories.
Oh my god! I during the pandemic, I was a workshop freak because you were just indoors, and I had a bunch of I actually pursued film writing first. So I got a bunch of online film scholarships with the National Artist Ricky Lee and the Mowel Fund and Malaya. So I was really into film writing. But I also wanted to kind of. I'm a fan of Cristina Hidalgo. For me, she's the doyen of Philippine literature. Wonderful woman. And I saw during the pandemic she was offering a workshop. And for years I wanted to get into her workshop, thinking I would be taught how to write, teach me how to write. And then I managed to get the coveted slot. Here's a season who's also a Palanca-winning writer and also a really good friend of mine. And I found out that she doesn't teach you how to write. You already must know how to write. And the workshop is actually critique your work. And I was oh my gosh. And I'm late Torralba, so I forgot the day of the deadline. 4 hours to make something. And I just wrote this thing, like very stream of consciousness story about a first date arranged by two Bisaya moms. The story is called Amadito and Amanda. And it was just a workshop assignment. Fast forward to 2023. I basically just wanted to write better. It sounds silly, but I wanted to write better. Instagram captions. And a friend of mine said, "Why don't you try sign up for the UP workshop?" Which again I thought was an instructional workshop. It was a mid-career.
Why don't you ever read? The fine print, right?
I'm kind of like
whatever, right?
I am on the full disclosure. I am on the ADHD spectrum. Very distracted into so many things. And I just keep applying for things. And then I got the acceptance letter, and it's very prestigious. I mean, I knew it was a prestigious workshop, but again, I wasn't paying attention. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I am like one of 12 fellows, and these are writing majors and people who've published a lot of books, and I happened to kind of qualify because I had written a short film.
Okay.
I had written a short film, writing majors and literary writer. I just qualified as well. One short story. That's the same short story and from the previous workshop. But I was in nowhere. Got me in there, and then one short story. That's the same short story from the previous workshop, and then the same story. Honestly, I felt like Legally Blonde. The workshop. The same story. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I doing here? But I made such lovely friends and met wonderful mentors. One of them is oh my
Sir
gosh,
Butch
what am I
Dalisay,
doing here?
who's
And but I
probably
made
the
such
greatest
lovely friends and
fictionist
met
in
like
the
wonderful
Philippines.
mentors.
I
One
mean,
of them is for
Sir
me,
Butch
along with
Dalisay, who's
Sir Greg
probably the
Brillantes.
greatest
They're like the
fictionist
greatest
in the
fiction
Philippines.
writers
I mean,
in the country right
for
now.
me,
And
along
then
with
and to just
Sir
be
Greg
mentored by these
Brillantes,
wonderful people,
they're
I'm
like
like,
the
oh my gosh,
greatest
I have to
fiction
pursue
writers
this.
in
I
the
must.
country
I
right
mean,
now.
what
And
a
then-
waste
and
of
to
you know
just
be
being,
mentored by
given
these
all
wonderful
this,
people.
like,
I'm like,
this,
oh my gosh, I have to
knowledge
pursue
and
this.
wonderful
I must.
creative
what a
counseling
waste
and,
of
being,
and
given
then
all this,
yeah,
like,
I
this,
remember
knowledge
my
and
co-fellows
wonderful
were all
creative
very
counseling
competitive
and because
and
writers,
then
they all
yeah,
compete for
I
these
remember
grants
my
and
co-fellows were
and
all very
fellowships and
competitive because
writers, they
I
all
remember
compete
just
for these
thinking, I don't
grants
think
and-
I'm good enough to
and
win
in the English
fellowships,
category
and
because it's
I
the most
I
competitive
remember just
category,
thinking,
short
I don't
story
think I'm
English.
good enough to
And
win
and
in
all
the
my
English
friends were like,
category really
'cause it's
preparing,
the
and
most
I thought, oh,
competitive
there's a
category,
Bisaya
short story
category.
English.
Maybe I
And,
have a better chance
and
there.
all my friends
So
were
I
like,
tried to
really
write a
preparing,
Bisaya
and
story.
I had, like,
there's a
3
Bisaya
weeks.
category.
And
Maybe I have a better
sadly,
chance
I
there.
did not
So I tried to write a
finish my
Bisaya
entry
story.
because
I had like 3
I
weeks.
think in English.
and
Sadly,
translating
I did
into
not
Bisaya is actually very
finish my
hard.
Yeah,
entry
something gets
because
lost in translation.
I
right?
Yeah,
think in
and
English.
it's so difficult.
And
that at the
translating
last
into
minute,
Bisaya
I
is
decided,
actually
oh my
very
gosh,
hard.
I
Yeah,
guess I'll
something gets
submit that
lost in
one
translation.
story
Yeah,
again.
it's
And then it
so
won.
difficult that
And
at
I'm
the
like,
last
oh my
minute
gosh,
I decided, oh my gosh,
That's
I guess
so
I'll submit that
insane.
one
Like,
story again.
Yeah, and I didn't
And then
even
it
know that I
won.
won
And I'm like,
until
oh my
maybe
gosh, like
just
that's
like
so
very
insane.
close to
Like,
the award ceremony.
yeah, and I didn't even know that
they
I won
misspelled my
until
email
maybe
address.
Okay.
So I didn't,
like very
Receive an
get
email.
notified. So I
Okay.
didn't think I was like, okay, well, I'll
they
try again
misspelled
next
my
year and I'll
email
finish my
address.
Bisaya
Okay.
story.
So I didn't
Receive an
get
email.
notified. So
Okay.
I didn't think
I'm
about
curious
that.
about your
Okay, well,
storyline
I'll try
because
again
it's very
next year
interesting.
and I'll
Two
finish my Bisaya
Bisaya
story.
parents.
Two Bisaya moms.
Two Bisaya
Curious
moms.
about
About
the
the
story
story.
because
What
it's
do
very
you call that?
interesting.
Two Ibuya, Gaya.
Yeah,
Gaya.
Buya,
Sarap.
yeah.
Sarap.
So Bisaya
It's not in our
moms.
culture to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Usually,
Yeah.
right? That is
Yeah.
usually like Ibuya, perhaps
Yeah,
other Asian
Buya,
cultures.
yeah.
Sarap.
So
It's not
that's
in our
true.
culture. Where did that come from?
Usually,
Uh,
right?
I mean, I'm
Uh,
curious.
honestly,
maybe
I-
perhaps other Asian cultures, but
I
not.
the way I
Bisaya
that's
moms.
true.
But
that's
where did
true.
that come from?
It's very
I mean, I'm curious.
spontaneous.
Honestly,
I don't
I-
really sit down and
I-
set
I-
out
the
to be
way
like,
I
okay,
write,
this
I
is
mean,
my
even
topic.
with my
This is
songs,
what I'm
it's
gonna
very
do. No, like,
spontaneous.
with my
I don't
music,
really sit
I
down and set
I
out to
feel
be like,
something. I go
okay,
to the
this is my
piano.
topic,
And
this
this
is
is what I'm gonna do. Press
No,
record
like
on
with my music,
voice
I
notes
feel
app.
something. I go to
And
the
then
piano.
things just
I
come
just
out, and I just
record on
remembered
my
because I had a deadline that
voice
day, and I thought,
notes app.
oh
And
my
then
gosh, what can I write
things
about?
just come
that I
out,
know
and
very well.
I just
Okay.
remembered
It was
because I had
gonna
a
be-
deadline that day,
I was
and I
like,
thought,
okay,
maybe I could write a story about
oh my
lining
gosh,
up for
what can I
donuts.
write about
that
because
I know very well. I had the recent
was gonna
experience
be-
of lining
I was
up
like,
for
okay, maybe I
8
could write a
hours.
story
About lining up for donuts because I had the recent experience
For-
of lining
well,
up
it
for
was
8
Korean
hours. It was Korean food. I lined up for 8 hours and I was so upset. Like I was really like, oh,
8 hours?
Yeah, I lined up
8
for
hours
8
of my
hours. I
life
was
that I'll
so
never get
upset.
back.
Like,
And
I was
then-
Is
really
there
like,
anything
oh,
worth
that's
8
so-
hours of lining
Yeah,
up?
Honestly,
8 hours of my
it
life that I'll
wasn't.
never get
Okay.
back. And then
Is there
I will
anything
not
ever
name
worth
the
8
restaurant.
hours of lining up?
But
Honestly,
I remember
wasn't.
it just.
Okay. Nothing
I
is
will
ever
not
worth
name
that
the
long,
restaurant,
right?
but I
was
remember
silly
it just
enough
really upset
to
me
queue
that I'm
up, and
like,
then
you know, by
nabudol
the
ko ba,
time
ma'am?
you get there, and it's like, well,
I
it
was
wasn't that
silly
great,
enough
and so I
to
wanted
queue
to write
up,
about
and then,
that. But then,
you know,
also,
by the
I
time you
figured,
get there, and
well,
it's
maybe
like,
it's not
well, it
very
wasn't that
interesting
great,
writing
and so
about
I wanted
lining
to
up
write
for
about that. But
donuts.
then
And
also,
what else do I know?
well, maybe it's not very
that very
interesting
well
writing about
what's
lining
the
up
topic
for
that I know very
donuts.
well.
Like,
What
okay,
else do I
I'm the
know
perennial
that
single
very
girl.
well?
Let's write
What's
about
the
a
topic that I
first
know very
date.
well? Like,
Okay.
oh, okay,
And then I
I'm
just
the-
wrote,
I'm the
and I just
perennial
kind of thought of this
single girl. Let's
title,
write about
and then I
a
just
first
thought
date.
it was
Okay.
catchy.
And then I
Amadito,
just wrote, and I
Amanda,
just kind of
and then
thought
I
of this
just-
title.
I just
and
went
So
then-
for it.
it's
Thought
not
it was
from real
catchy.
life.
Amadito
There's
and
no
Amanda,
Amadito
of course.
and Amanda.
I just
So
went for it.
it's not not from real life. There's no
No, but of
Amadito
course,
and Amanda.
I guess.
well,
I guess maybe it's like the
No,
essence
but,
of the experience of going
I
out
guess-
on a lot of dates.
I
you
guess
know,
maybe
being
it's like the
set
essence
up
of the
and,
experience
you know, like
of
going
going out
dating
on a
apps
lot
and,
of
like, just,
dates.
you know, being
That
set
anticipation
up
of
and,
meeting somebody,
you know, like
and
going
just
on the
feeling
dating
like,
apps and like
oh my
just
gosh, I hope he likes me.
that
Or, oh my gosh,
anticipation
he's
of
cool,
meeting
and then you meet them
somebody
and
and
just
just
feeling like,
okay,
oh my
and
gosh, I hope he likes me. Or
so
like,
basically,
he's cool. And then you meet them and,
well, I look forward to
okay,
sharing
and,
that story with you guys.
so
because
basically,
a collection of short
So you'll
stories.
eventually
I-
have
I
a
look
collection
forward
of
to sharing
short
that story
stories.
with you
And
guys
that's
once
gonna be
my
the first story in
collection
the
of
book.
short
So you'll
stories is
eventually
done.
have a collection
I know
of
it's
short
yes,
stories.
and that's
very,
gonna be the
very
first story in the
delayed,
book,
but
and,
congratulations.
I know it's you.
winning the
Very,
Palanca Awards
very,
for
very,
short story delayed, but
in English, right?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
For winning the
I've
Palanca
noticed
Awards
here,
for short
Kate,
story
like a pattern.
in English, right?
Your life
you're,
is a series of
I've noticed here
fortunate
Kate,
like
events,
a pattern
right, that you didn't plan
your
for.
life is a series of
your
fortunate
gigs in
events,
London was
right, that
just
you didn't
because
plan
of
for.
of a
I mean,
decision that you
your-
wanted to
your,
travel.
gigs in London
and
was
you
just
didn't know
because
that
of
it
a-
was like
of a
the
decision that you
middle of
wanted
winter
to
travel,
and then
ended up
and
performing
you
for
didn't know
5
that it was like
years in London, maybe
the
even
middle
7
of
years
winter
around the world,
and then you
right?
ended up
Yeah.
performing
And then,
for
you
5
mentioned
years
that
in London,
your
maybe even
writing
7 years
was
around
just,
the world,
also
right?
by accident
And
because
then
you were really
you
into
mentioned
writing
that
and all
I'm
that.
very
Your writing was
impulsive.
just
and then
also by accident
in
because
the
you were
beginning, of
really
course,
into writing and all
I'm
that.
very
So lucky that
impulsive
you
as
had
well.
and
this
then
mentor.
in the beginning, of course,
Kate,
you got
Miss
lucky that
Banyas,
you
right?
had
Yes.
this mentor.
And, you also got lucky with that, I guess.
Miss
because
Banyas,
if
right?
she wasn't the one,
Yes,
and
I was
you also got lucky with that, I
encouraged me
guess,
to
because
play.
if she
If
wasn't
things
the
wouldn't
one
have ended
who
up
was
the way it did.
Kind of just
Your
encouraged
life
me
is
to
like a series of
play,
accidents.
you
Things wouldn't have
know,
ended up the way it did. So,
I'm,
but
my
your life
mentor
is like a series of
and,
accidents, right?
national artist.
No,
I'm very lucky
yeah.
with my
I'm,
mentors because
my mentor,
I've been learning from the best.
Okay.
I'm very lucky with my
very
mentors
honored
because
to be able to say
I've
that.
been learning from the best.
But,
But
Okay.
I feel very, very
Teacher
very
Ricky Lee,
honored
who's,
to
oh
be able
guys, I want to
say
invite
that.
you all of you to watch.
But like
Isang Himala,
Teacher Ricky Lee, who's
the
oh
musical
guys, I
film.
want to invite you
It's,
all of you to watch
in theaters
Isang
right
Himala,
now for
the
the
musical
Film
film,
Festival, and
it's
it's
a
classic film,
in
the
theaters
classic
right now
Ricky Lee
for the,
film,
Metro Manila Film
and
Festival,
put to
and
music
it's
because
the
he
classic film, the
collaborated
classic
with,
Ricky Lee film.
Vincent
and
De
it's
Jesus.
put
It's a
to
wonderful
music because he
Segue.
collaborated with,
It's a segue because I
Vincent
really
De
want
Jesus. It's a
everybody
wonderful
to
film.
go to the
The
theaters.
segue.
It's a
Anyway,
segue
it was
because
Sir
I
Ricky Lee
really
who
want everybody
who
to
told me
go
that
to the
the
theaters
first
and watch this
impulse
beautiful
is
film.
anyway, it was Sir Ricky Lee
And,
who
that I
told
should
me
have
that the
doubt
first
myself
impulse
when
is
I-
the truest.
Like I don't really think.
And
Maybe
that
I could be
shouldn't
more
doubt myself
discerning,
when
but
I-
I'm just kind of
like I don't really think.
things and then
Maybe I could
So,
be more
what did Ricky Lee say? The
discerning, but I'm
first
just kind of like,
impulse
I
is
jump
the
into
truest.
things
is the
and then,
truest.
okay,
So,
well, this was
what
right
did
for
Ricky
me.
Lee say? The
Do
first
you feel like
impulse
all
is
of
the
these
truest.
things,
is
these
the
happy
truest.
accidents that have
Okay.
happened to you?
Yeah.
So,
From grade school,
do you feel like all of these
to
things,
now,
these happy accidents
were
that have
your
happened to
first
you,
impulses?
from grade school
I suppose
to
so.
now,
I mean, I just kind
were
of
your first
naturally.
impulses?
I mean, I
suppose
respond
so. I mean,
very
I
well
just
to-
kinda
naturally
to beauty.
to
I mean, I
to
respond
things that
very well
I
to
find interesting,
to beauty.
Like,
To
oh, I want to learn more
to
about
things that
or
I
a certain author,
find
or a
interesting.
certain
Like,
artist, or I'll be, oh, I want to
or
learn more about that.
I'm
or
like a child,
certain
really.
author.
I
or
am-
certain
I am
artist,
very
or-
much
or
still
a child. and
I'm like a
I remember
child,
mentioning
really.
this in
I am
an
very
interview
much
with
still a
Esquire,
child.
and I
during the
remember
pandemic
mentioning
that,
this
yeah,
in
like
in an interview
I
with
believe in
the
the power of
with
the
Esquire
beginner's mind
during the
you know,
pandemic.
like
That yeah,
you know how
like
free
I
children are
I
when they
believe in the
try
power
new
of the
things. They're
beginner's
not
mind,
scared.
you know, like
You know, like, oh, how
you know
do
how
I do
free
this?
children
How do
are when they
I
try
jump into
new
the pool
things.
and
They're not
float?
scared.
How do I,
You know, like,
you
oh,
know,
how
like
do
they
I do
see
this? How do I
toy,
jump
they'll,
into
like,
the
fiddle
pool with
and
it with no
float? How do
hesitation?
I,
And you know, like they
that's
see
how I am with
a
the
toy,
things
they'll
that I
like
do.
fiddle with
I
it
mean,
with no
sure, there's
hesitation.
situations
And
where it's not
that's,
very
that's how I
ideal,
am
you know,
with,
it's like,
with the things
oh,
that
what
I
is
do.
this now?
I
I don't
mean,
know how to-
sure,
like, I'm
there's
in a situation
situations
that's
where it's
uncomfortable,
not
but
very ideal.
I
You know,
think
it's like,
oh,
that
what is this
every
now? I don't know how to
every
do it.
choice
Like,
that
I'm
I
in a
made,
situation that's
even if
uncomfortable, but
it was
I
a
think
lesson,
that
I mean,
every
every
turned out to be a lesson
every
and
choice
not
that
a
I
big
made,
milestone.
even
Not
if
all of my
it was
impulsive
lesson,
decisions have turned into
I
big
mean, it turned out to be a
milestones,
lesson and not a
but-
big milestone. Not all of my
yeah, like
impulsive
they have served
decisions
me.
have turned into big milestones. But
you know, if I,
but
you know,
you use the term, oh, it bit me in the ass.
yeah,
but
like
I learned.
they have served me.
And
I like to
you
think
know, if
that
you know, you use the term,
that
oh, it
our
bit
hearts
me in the
know
ass,
where we
but I
should be.
learned.
And
I like to think
I've
that
had a really
that our hearts
it's
know
funny because
where
my
we should
birthday is
be.
2 days away, so
Oh,
it's
happy birthday.
It's very
And
timely to be
I've
talking about
had
this.
a
That,
really-
it's funny because my
yeah,
birthday
I
is
have-
2 days
I
away,
have
so
Oh,
it's like
happy
it's really
birthday.
very timely to be talking about
places
this.
and
That
the right endeavors.
that
and,
yeah, I have
feel
my heart has really led
very
me to the right
blessed
places and
that
the right
I have
endeavors
these
and
faculties.
I
that
feel
I'm able
very
to have these. I mean, my hands. I know, like I was just talking to you over dinner that I actually had like a hand injury last year, so I now live with a chronic that arm and hand pain. And publicly, I don't really, I've not really talked about that. But now I kind of play with a handicap. So like when I play, I have this baseline of pain. Now I kind of play with a handicap. So like when I play, I have this baseline of pain. Some therapy last year.
Okay.
Maybe for 8 months, and then I do exercises,
Okay.
and now maybe for 8 because months, of that, I do exercises, and now it was an accident, because of that, I broke a candle. It was an accident, I broke the glass, and I broke a candle. It's very weird. It's just I just hurt myself, and then my thumb got infected. It's very weird. It's just, and then next thing I know, and then my thumb got infected. It's like nerve. And then next thing I know, it's like my gosh,
And then
nerve.
yeah, it was
like
very
some kind
very
of nerve
painful
problem
for
and
like quite a
and
while.
then-
Are you feeling
yeah,
the pain
it was
right now?
very,
Yeah,
very
I do,
painful.
I
Okay,
do, but
okay.
Quite a
I
while.
mean
Are you
before
feeling
it was
the
like
pain
maybe
right now?
level
Yeah,
eight
I
or
do,
nine
I
pain,
do,
but
but
I mean before it was
so
like maybe
frustrated
level
because I couldn't
8 or 9 pain
play
that
the
I would
piano. Now it's
sometimes
like maybe
just
like a
be so
2 or
frustrated
3.
because I
Okay.
couldn't
And
play
I
the
just
piano. Now it's like
and
maybe
then
like
the
2 or
blessing,
3.
Okay.
the silver lining is that
I
because
just
of that,
and
I
the
really
blessing
the silver lining
all
is
of a
that
sudden
because
I
of
have
that,
this
I
discipline to
really
play
must
every
I-
day.
all of
Almost
a
every
sudden
day
I
now,
have this
It's a practice.
discipline to
just
play
to
every
for
day,
my
almost
To
every
exercise
day,
your-
and I
it's
have
a practice.
exercises,
just to
just for my
To exercise
yeah,
your-
and
Yeah,
I have exercises,
and so
having
even that
flossing
it's just
and-
made me
yeah, and
kind
and
of
so even
I mean,
that
it was-
at the
it's just
time I was
made
so
me
sad about it, and
kind
because I
of-
couldn't play for
I mean,
a
it was
while.
at the
but,
time I was so sad about it.
now that
and,
I
'cause I couldn't play for a while,
I-
but
I've kind of regained the
now that
mobility in my hand, and then just
kind of worked around this. It's a weird
mobility in my hand, and then
handicap.
just
It's a weird
kind of
handicap
worked
of
around
sorts,
this.
but-
It's a weird,
but it's taught me to
handicap. It's a
really
weird handicap of
appreciate
sorts, but
my time
but
with this
it's
instrument.
taught me
The
to
piano.
really
I really
appreciate
enjoy it
my
even more
time
now.
with this
Oh, wow.
instrument. Yeah.
Okay. And you found
I
appreciation
really
for the
enjoy
piano.
it more
In,
now.
in case you're wondering,
Okay.
mga
You found
kaigalan sa
appreciation
tuwang
for the
Yeah.
pinalagay
Yeah.
in case you're wondering what you're listening to on 105.1 TMC, this is Boxed In with Miss Kate Torralba live on the air on 105.1 TMC. Torralba live on the air on music, and of course TMC. Kate Torralba here is born and raised here in Cebu. Music, and of course now based in Torralba here is born and raised here. She's been around the world performing, and now she's here for the holidays, and hopefully she'll be around the world more often here in Cebu to perform for the holidays, and hopefully she'll be back. There's one word that we can often here that I can use to describe who you are. You're there's one word that we can fierce person that I can use to describe who you are. This fierceness was like a genetic. Maybe you learned that from your mom, or maybe perhaps your dad is also a very famous person. You learned that from your mom, maybe of course a famous media man, is also a very famous person. Was it a learned thing because you were facing so much adversity in your life, and thing because you were this fierce, facing so much adversity in your life, and you became this fierce
That's a good
person?
question.
How did it happen?
I think that I growing up,
that's a
my
good
role
question.
models were
I
all
think
very
that
fierce and have strong
growing up,
personalities.
my role models
not
were
just
all very
my,
fierce
well, my
and have
mom
strong
is a lawyer
personalities,
whom
not-
I will
not just
call
my-
attorney
well, my
evil.
mom
Okay.
is a
My
lawyer
mom,
whom I
so
will,
very
call
strong.
Okay.
evil.
Okay.
Well, definitely a fierce
So
woman.
very
Okay.
strong.
And my
Okay.
my
Well,
grandfather
definitely a
was
fierce woman.
lawyer,
Okay.
also a
And
politician,
my
and,
grandfather was a
um,
lawyer, also a
I was
politician,
surrounded by very
and,
very strong
strong-willed.
I was surrounded by
people
very
and,
very
strong.
I guess
strong-willed.
I
Picked
people
that up
and,
from
them
I
by
guess
seeing how
I
they
picked
got
that up
results in their
from
life
them
by
by
being assertive, but
seeing how
at the
they
same
got
time
results in their
I'm
life by
also
being assertive,
quite
but
at the same
gentle.
time there's
also
in many ways
quite,
I have there's parts of my personality that
gentle,
kind of
timid
there's
that
in
you would be
many ways I have
surprised,
there's
like I'm
parts
like
of my
a-
personality.
But that's not the same
I'm
girl
not
that said,
timid,
I
that
am
you would be
a good
surprised.
singer. You just let me perform. That girl that
There's
said,
nothing timid
I am
about
a
it.
good
In a
singer.
foreign
You just let me
land at
perform,
that,
right? There's nothing timid
Bagagnaong
about it.
in
In a
Cebuano we
foreign
say,
land at
kapal
that, right?
muks. Bagagnaong in Cebuano we
Shameless,
say,
ah.
kapal muks.
Well,
Kapal yung
I
mukha,
Maybe it
shameless.
depends on what instance
Well,
you're
well, when the
maybe-
situation
maybe
calls
it
for
depends
it,
on what instance
yeah,
you're
well,
on.
when the situation
Okay.
calls for it, I do. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm like a.
So when are you
But
most
yeah, at the end of the day, I'm
what's
like a-
what
like I
so
said,
when are
if
you
there's
when are you most there's anything that still scares Kate
if there's
Torralba,
one-
what
if
would it be?
there's
Anything that still scares Kate Torralba, what would it be?
Because like I mean, they were posting about it. They were posting like I mean, they were posting about it. They were posting about it. I don't know who posted the caption on yeah, is there
Facebook or
anything she
something
can't
like,
do? Because I like supposedly have
yeah,
like,
is
all
there
these
anything
different
she
talents.
can't do?
Is there
'Cause I,
anything she
like,
can't do? Oh, get
supposedly have,
married.
like, all these different talents.
But yeah, you know, it's like that's one thing I dread about
but
coming home
yeah,
for the
you know, it's
holidays
like,
because
that's
everyone's
one
asking.
thing
Oh,
I
do you
dread
have a
about
boyfriend?
coming home for the
Do you have a
holidays because
husband? Why
everyone's
didn't
asking.
get married?
Do you have a
Oh, and
boyfriend?
I mean, you know, we're still very Filipino in that sense, or kind of nosy about
you know, we're
people's
still very
personal lives,
Filipino
and
in
it's
that
okay.
sense, or kind of nosy
But,
about people's
I was thinking
personal
about
lives, and
this
it's
actually
okay.
on the way here because I was
But,
already
I was
preparing
thinking
myself
about
for
this
the, you know,
actually
the
on the way here,
titos
'cause
and
I was
titas
already
asking
preparing
me
myself for the, you know, the
I am
titos and
single
titas
by
asking
choice,
me,
but you know what? I'm a
the-
hopeless
I
romantic.
am
still-
single
oh,
by
I'm a
choice,
hopeful
but you know what? I'm a
romantic, and I
hopeless
still
romantic.
hope
I
to meet
still-
the right
it's a
person one
hopeful
day. But
romantic,
the
and I
fact
still hope to
is
meet
that the right person
you
one
know,
day. But the
I
fact
actually
is that I actually, I am not married because I still really believe in marriage. My parents' marriage didn't work out, but their second well, no, my dad's third marriage. Well, anyways, they're the most recent partners actually were their perfect partners. And like my stepdad and my mom have a wonderful marriage, and I still believe in it. So I'm holding out for that wonderful partnership, and I really love that.
So a commitment scares you because you believe in it.
Because I want to make the right
Okay.
choice.
Okay.
Like I want to be really properly
But
discern.
what your life has been a series of happy accidents, right? You know, everything about we just talked about today. Most of them were not premeditated. They were like you stumbled upon writing, you stumbled upon London, you stumbled upon singing, and you stumbled upon this and that. So how can you be so calculating about this one one facet of your life? Why don't you just also stumble upon the perfect man or not? You know, I'm curious.
You're right. I mean, I have met some amazing people in my lifetime, and you know, a lot of them have become my really good friends. And you're right. You know, maybe I can once I'm working on something, I can be a bit of a control freak. I want it to be perfect. I mean, it's not a song. It's not an album. It's not a film. It's like, yeah, you're right. Maybe that's a good thing to bring up because I guess it's counterintuitive when it comes to relationships when you're so kind of
because there is no perfect person for you, right?
So are you a partner? No. So you're also a perfectionist.
Yeah.
There you go. So we don't want to die alone. Actually, we need to kind of chill out.
So eventually you feel like that's what you want.
I know what I want.
Okay.
I still want it.
Okay.
I still want it. Yeah, it's really lovely to hear. I think my favorite moments of witnessing my parents' relationship, like Papa, I miss him so much. Yeah, I remember when we would travel and I would listen to him just talking to my stepmother, and I would listen to having this mundane conversations about what happened during the day. Having this mundane conversations about what happened during the day. And I find that so cute. Like, that's just talking about that ordinary space of a husband and a wife. For me, that's just talking about ordinary things. And like for me, here on the way here, that's so beautiful. And like listening to my mom and my stepdad kind of bicker about something. Listening to my mom and my stepdad kind of bicker about something. And like arguing and being annoyed with each other. I want that. It's a beautiful thing. I mean, I've had such a great life. It's a beautiful thing. I mean, I've had such a great life. Just kind of have somebody. I would love to have it at the end of the day. Just kind of have somebody to really work. And what happened to me today? So special. So annoying. And I think that's one thing that the married couples are so special. And I think that's one thing that the married couples or long-term couples take for granted. Who wants somebody observing that? I'm like, wow, that is very, very special. These little mundane things very, very special. For me, are the most little mundane things share. For me, are the most beautiful.
You mentioned to me earlier that you love to talk before you play a song. You mentioned to me earlier that you love, right? Talk before you play a song. Sing a song, right? You're very chatty, right? And I think you're very chatty, right? It's gone too far. And I'm just kidding.
I'm a yapper. There, that's Gen Z.
Here's what we're gonna do.
I'm a yapper. There, that's Gen Z.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna viewers on. Let's just sing another song on 105.1 because our listeners and our viewers on Resonant Audio, on 105.1 TMC, on YouTube as well, and on Resonant Audio, our Facebook page, and on YouTube as well. So please, our ladies and gentlemen, one more time. What is this song again?
Oh my gosh!
Set this up for us, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. What is this song? That one of your favorite bars in Europe. Imagine that this is that one of your favorite bars in Europe, and you're performing this with that always claps and screams the most. Go ahead. Who always claps and screams the most. Go ahead.
I hope he's still alive.
Yeah.
Might be nice to end with a love song.
Yeah.
I know which song. And might be nice to end with a love song. Okay,
Yeah.
this is actually my favorite song of. Okay, this is actually my favorite song of, and it almost didn't make it on the record because I thought it almost didn't make it on the record because I thought and then Bamboo's musical director, I thought it wasn't good enough. And then Bamboo's musical director, her name is she heard me kind of playing it on the piano, and she was like, she heard me kind of playing it on the piano, and she was like, what is that song? You have to record that song. And so it's an ambivalent love song. And this was me then, and I hope that it's an ambivalent love song anymore. This was the second album, and I hope that. But this I'm not ambivalent anymore for the second album. But this is called Under My Stars, and let's see.
On the first album. So your second album.
This is on the first album.
On the first album. So your second album. Whatever you can
tell
share.
us a little bit
I
more
know
about
that you're quite secretive.
Whatever you can share.
What is it that you can tell us about it? You're quite secretive about it. What is it that you can tell us about it?
Well, a lot of these songs I wrote on the road. I wrote them on the road, and also I wrote them on the road, and also
pandemic.
I wrote
some of them during the pandemic. Yeah, basically little snapshots of my life.
Basically little snapshots
years,
of
because
my
it's just
life
really
in the
kind of
past
taken this long.
11 years.
You know what?
Because it's
Just really kind of taken
my
this long. But
thwarted
you know what?
attempt to record it in Berlin. At the
My
beginning of the pandemic.
thwarted attempt to record it in
still
Berlin at the beginning
It's a
of the
blessing in
pandemic.
disguise because
still think the
it's a
songs
blessing in
are
disguise because
riper now. They're
I think
just
the songs are
ripened and they're
riper
they're
now. They're just
more
they've
fully
ripened
formed
and just
they're
so ready to
more fully formed
ready to
and,
be
just so
yeah,
ready
be
to
recorded. I'm very excited
ready to
for,
be
ready to
yeah,
be
I'm very
recorded. I'm
excited
very
for
excited
everybody to
for
hear the songs.
I can give a
Yeah, I'm
preview
very
of one of
excited
the
for
Yes.
we still have
everybody to
time.
hear
Yes,
the
of
songs.
course.
I
We still
can
have
give
a
a
lot of
preview
time.
of one of the
Yes,
we still have time.
Yes, of
you
course,
know,
we still have a
mentioned
lot
this
of
is like
time.
a
Oh, do
preview
we?
of,
Yeah, you know what? You mentioned this is like a preview of, and then
your
we
life
all
for the
know
past
that,
11 years.
and then
your dad, Choi Torralba, passed away.
we all know that
a little over a year ago.
your dad, Choi Torralba, passed away.
Choi
A
is
little over
such
a year
very
ago.
popular
figure in
a little
Cebu.
over a year ago, and
You know,
Choi is
such
a very
also
popular
figure in Cebu.
divisive figure, but he's a very also very
he was a media person, and of
divisive
course, if you
figure.
do
But you know that's
the craft well.
he was a media person, and of course if you do
that's the kind of
the
person,
craft well, then
that he was.
you're not
I know
going to
you
please
were very
everybody,
close
right?
to
So that's
your dad.
the
Maybe
kind
you
of
can
person.
tell us a little bit
that he
more
was,
about
and I know
how
you were very close to your dad. Maybe you could tell us a little bit more about how you what your fondest memory of your dad,
you've been
if you're ever
since
so
then,
kind,
and what
your fondest memory of your dad, if you're ever so kind.
I think
to
my
give
dad
us
was
that.
one of my biggest
Well,
fans.
I think
Even
my
if
dad was one of
divisive,
my
that's the
biggest
right word.
fans.
I mean, my dad and
Even
I
if
had a very-
divisive,
also
that's the
quite a
right word.
challenging
I mean, my dad and I
relationship
had a very
because he's very
also quite a
opinionated and
challenging
we were
relationship
very different.
because he's very opinionated and we were very different.
He's from a kind of like he's of a different polarities.
He's from a
hard-hitting
kind of like
journalist,
he's of a
no
different
nonsense.
polarities.
And I'm this
He's a
artist,
hard-hitting
very
journalist,
sensitive
no
and
nonsense.
emotional.
And I'm
we
this
would clash a lot,
artist,
but
very sensitive and
my dad
emotional,
would,
and we would clash a lot.
oh my
But
gosh.
my
Yeah,
dad
at
would
my shows, he would,
oh my gosh.
be at the best table.
Yeah,
and would buy
at my
drinks for
shows, he would,
everybody.
be
and
at
he
the
was
best
so
table,
proud.
and he
It's
would buy
funny, he would
drinks
even
for
get
everybody,
sponsors for my
and
launches.
he was so proud.
so
It's funny,
cute.
he would even get sponsors
And,
for my
now that
launches.
he's
It's so
gone,
cute.
it's really made
And
me
now that he's
appreciate,
gone, it's
who
really
he
made me
was.
more appreciate.
A
who
lot
he
of my
was
writing
more.
lately kind of
a lot of my writing
father-daughter
lately
relationship
kind of
delves into the
he-
father-daughter relationship.
Yeah, he was very proud of me. He was very proud of me. And the last
Yeah,
he
he
was
the
very
last
proud of me.
daddy-daughter date
He was
I
very
had
proud
with
of
him.
me. And the
It's
last
kind of rare to kind of just be alone with him because he has many other children and a lot of friends. And he was a
the
busy
last
guy.
daddy-daughter date
But,
I had with him. I
uh,
remember July 21st
It's kind of rare to
last
kind
year
of just be
that,
alone with him because he has many other
first
children.
we
and
had a
lot of
coffee in
friends
Ayala, and then
busy guy.
we had
I remember July
um,
21st last year.
Sorry,
that,
can you ask
first
him to turn on the
we had a
laptop?
coffee in Ayala, and
Yeah,
then
'cause I-
we
yeah,
had
I'm gonna turn on your
sound for the
Sorry,
next
can
song.
you
yeah,
ask him to
so-
turn on the laptop?
Yeah, the last
Yeah, 'cause
night I spent
yeah,
with him
because
was
I'm gonna
at a birthday
turn on the
party of a
sound
family friend
for the
and-
next song.
And he
Yeah,
sang.
so
He sang.
yeah, the
and
last
he made
last
me
night I
sing,
spent
and I
with him
remember
was
I was
at a
kind of
birthday party of a
Sige,
family
kanta pa,
friend.
kanta pa.
This
kasi
was in
he
Cebu.
sang.
Yeah,
Now,
you're in
wh-
Cebu.
where was this?
And he
At
made me
the-
sing, and I
venue?
remember
It
I
was
was kind
in a
of
rooftop.
Sige, kanta
Was it
pa,
like a
kanta
private
pa.
party?
This
This was in
or-
Cebu.
It was somebody's
Yeah,
birthday
you're in
party.
Cebu.
Where was
My
this?
friend's birthday
At
party. And, you know,
What venue?
typical
was
Filipino
in a
party with a
rooftop.
guitar
Okay,
player.
was
and
it like a
singer,
private
and
party or?
it was somebody's
kanta,
birthday
and then-
party,
Okay, okay.
our family
And
friend's
I was
birthday
like,
party.
oh,
And,
not
you know,
in the mood.
typical
Fine,
Filipino party
make-
with a guitar
make
player
Papa
and a
happy and
singer,
make his
and
friends
then
happy, so I
si
sang
kanta,
one song.
kanta, and then
he
he made me sing, and I was
okay,
like, not
another
in the
one,
mood.
another one. He liked it when I
Fine,
sang
you know, make
Carpenters.
Okay,
Make
okay.
Papa happy,
another
make
one,
his
and
friends
then
happy,
two
so I
songs
sang
became
one
three
song.
songs, and then
And
three
he
songs
said,
became four
okay,
songs, and then wait
another
a
one,
minute,
another
you
one. He
know,
liked it when I sang
I'm
Carpenters.
working already. I just want to
Another
hang
one,
out
and then
with my
two
dad
songs
and
became
chill
three
out,
songs, and then three
I
songs
said,
became
that's
four
it,
songs,
and I
and I'm
was
like,
joking
wait a
that,
minute, you
oh,
know?
Nana, palitan na kayo
I'm
mag-auto
working
anyhow.
already. I
You're
just
gonna
wanna
buy me
hang
a
out
car
with
because
my
you made me
dad
work
and chill
tonight.
out,
And
and
then,
I
and
said,
then
that's
after
it,
I
and I
sang,
was
he
joking like,
sang, oh, Nana, palitan na kayo mag-auto
he
anyhow.
sang
You're gonna
his,
buy me
we
a
call
car
it
because
in-
you made me
in-
work
in-
tonight. And then,
saling
and then
awit,
after
like
I sang, he
his
sang
personalized translation of My
He
Way.
sang his,
okay.
they call it,
And he
in
talked about
Filipino,
so funny,
saling
his
awit,
libel
like
cases,
his
personalized
problems.
translation of
That's
My
probably where you got
Way.
the
Oh,
ad-libbing
okay.
part, right?
And he
Right,
talked
it's
about
like- and it was
funny,
so
his
hil-
libel
it's like
cases,
so witty
his
and
problems.
That's
because
what- that's probably where you got the
ad
ad-libbing part, right?
Maybe, right? It's like,
The
and
last
it was
song I
so
heard him
it's
sing,
like
and-
so
and
witty
it's
and
very- and
was
that's
very
the last
him.
time I saw my
Like,
dad, and
just
it's the It
the
really
last
captured
song
who he
I heard him
was,
sing,
you know,
Okay.
and it's
very-
witty.
it was very
translation
him.
of like just
The
it
ultimate
really captured who
karaoke
he
song
was
for men,
you know?
right?
My
It's a
way,
very
yeah.
manly
It's
song.
witty
People get
translation
for that
for
song.
that song, right?
the
I
ultimate
really-
karaoke song for
wow.
men, right?
My
it's a
way,
very
yeah.
manly
Yeah.
song.
And people get
shot
Yeah, for that
for
song.
that song, right? And
You know,
and
that's
I
life.
really
You don't
wow.
know
And I wish I
when
had
it's gonna be.
sang more.
You have
for
no idea that
him,
that's
but,
the
you know,
last
it-
time, Bala.
You know,
and,
that's life. You don't
you don't
I
know.
just didn't know that would be
but
the last
when
but,
it's
you
gonna
know
be.
it was
You-
perfect.
You have no
Yeah.
idea
It was
that that's
perfect.
the
And
last time.
I remember
Bala, and,
before we left,
you-
I took a
you
selfie
just-
of him,
I
and I just
he-
didn't know that would be the
my
last.
dad
but,
were kind
you know
of-
what? It was perfect.
We
Yeah.
weren't
It was
very
perfect, and
demonstrative. Like
I remember
hug you or
before
chat,
we
but
left, I took
I
a
remember I
selfie
just
of him,
kind
and
of
he.
hugged him. I put
My dad were
chin
kind
on
of like
his
shoulder, and we
We
had
weren't
this
very
selfie, and I
demonstrative,
didn't know
like
that would be my
huggy or
last
chat,
picture
but
with my dad.
I remember I
and,
just kind of hugged him.
and
I
yeah,
put
we
my-
lost
my
it
chin
so
on his shoulder,
quickly.
and we had this selfie, and, I didn't know that would be my last picture with my dad. And
yeah,
I
we lost
remember
him
that night.
so
I kind of
quickly.
noticed
And
the
yeah,
difference in the
and,
color of
by
his skin
October
is
he
I
was
have a
gone,
very
and,
acute.
and I
sense of
remember that night
color
I kind
recognition.
of
I'm like,
noticed, Papa, your skin is
The
different.
difference in the
You
color
need
of
to
his
get a
skin is I
checkup.
have a very
So that was
acute,
July 21st, and I think
the first time he actually
color
got a
recognition.
proper
I'm like,
checkup was
Papa, your
July
skin is different.
24th.
You
And
need
that's
to get
when
a
they
checkup.
started to
So that was
detect,
July 21st, and I think
what's
the
wrong
first
with
time he
him.
actually
And,
got a proper checkup was July
yeah, you never
24th,
know when it's
and
gonna
that's
be
when
the
they
last.
started to
So,
detect.
I guess
what's wrong
just be
with
very
him, and,
present every moment, and you
yeah,
spend
you
with
never
your
know
loved
when it's gonna
ones.
be the last.
You
So,
know, wherever you
I guess
are,
just be
whatever
very
you're doing,
present
just
every
try to be
moment,
fully
then
there.
you spend with your loved ones.
Because,
You know,
life
wherever
is
you
very
are, whatever you're doing,
unpredictable,
just and
try to be fully there.
I really cherish that memory with my
Because
dad. And you know, come to
you
think
don't
of
know,
it,
life is very
unpredictable.
it was
and,
perfect as it was.
I really
And
cherish that
the
memory with my
next
dad.
time
And, you know, come to
saw
think of
him,
it,
he was
yeah, it was
I
perfect
doing his makeup
as it was. And
my
the next time
siblings and I
saw
were
him,
getting
he
him
was-
ready.
Yeah,
In the morgue.
I was doing his makeup, and I remember I always, because he was very fussy about his hair in the morgue.
He didn't have a lot of
And
hair. So
I
he
remember
really
that
kind
I
of
always, because he was
took
very
pains to-
fussy
to
about his
just be
hair.
well groomed, and
Like, he really, I
he
remember
didn't have
I
a
always
lot of hair.
wondered what
So he really
what it was
kind
what
of
it would be
took
like
pains
to touch his
to
hair.
just be well groomed, and
You finally did.
I remember I always wondered what
my dad's life
what
was
it was
body,
what
and
it
I
would be like to
touched
touch his hair.
and
And
we touched
finally
his
did.
makeup, and
Yeah.
everybody
Mm.
complained that his
My
lips were
dad's
too
life
red.
is
I mean, my
body, and
gosh,
I
give me a break! My
touched
dad
his
just
hair,
died.
and
Come on, people! Like
touched
all
his
the very
makeup,
macho
and everybody
friends of my
complained
dad.
that his lips were
Puro
too
kayo
red.
yung
I mean, my
lipstick,
gosh,
his
give me a
lips were
break!
too
My
red,
dad
he
just
looks,
died.
well, you
Come
know,
on, people!
feminine,
Like
and
all
I'm
the
like,
very
okay,
macho
fine.
friends of my dad.
Puro kayo yung
Yeah, I mean,
lipstick. Like his
looking
lips are
back,
too red. He looks
you
well,
know,
feminine, and I'm like,
when a loved
okay,
one
fine.
passes,
Had to-
it's like,
Yeah, I mean,
know what to
looking
do.
back,
You just have to deal with what's
you
in
know,
front of you,
when
and
and now, I mean, in hindsight, no, it's
passes,
a little bit funny.
it's
It was
like
kind of
you
like a
don't know
comedy
what
of
to do.
errors,
You
and-
just have to deal with
but
what's in front
yeah,
of you, and
now, I mean, in
yeah, it was
hindsight, no,
perfect
it's a
as it
little bit
was.
funny. It was
And,
kind of like a
I'm
comedy of
very-
errors, and
I'm very grateful.
but yeah,
I honor my dad.
Yeah,
And,
it was perfect as it was.
Yeah,
And,
I'm very. I'm
I
very
remember
grateful.
writing this in my
I
Facebook.
honor my dad.
Was it an
And,
Instagram caption?
Yeah,
It was so hard to write
really-
about him passing.
I
Even
remember
just
writing
choosing
this
the
in my
pictures
Facebook.
in my
Was
carousel.
it
It's
an
so
Instagram
hard.
caption?
I remember
It was so hard to
writing,
write about him passing.
even just choosing the pictures in my carousel. It's
To
so
Papa
hard.
who
I remember
loved,
writing
who
to
loved
Papa
me
more than
to Papa who
thought he
I
did.
loved.
who
I can't
loved
remember
me.
exactly.
I wrote it now
More
'cause I'm getting a
than
little
I thought
emotional.
he did.
But yeah,
To Papa.
I can't remember
whom
exactly.
I
I
loved
wrote it now because I'm getting
more
a little
than-
emotional.
Yeah,
But
something
yeah,
like
to
he had no
Papa,
idea
whom
I
I
loved
loved
him more than
so much, and I didn't.
Yeah, something
I
like
didn't
like
realize
he
that
had no
when he
idea
was gone, that
that I
really
loved
me
him
so
so
much,
much
more
and
than I thought
didn't-
that he did. And
I didn't realize
yeah,
that.
I can't
until
remember
he was
how
gone.
it
It was beautifully
loved
written,
me
guys. Trust me.
so much,
much more.
Now I
than
can't
thought that he
remember.
did.
Trust.
And,
You have to trust
can't remember
Kate
how-
when
yeah,
she
and it
says
was
that.
beautifully
When she's a
written,
good
yes,
artist,
trust me.
you can also trust her.
Now I can't remember.
You have to trust
your dad,
Kate when she says that. When she's a
Yeah.
good artist, you can also
Especially
trust her.
Did
Your dad
too close to home to write
seep
about?
into your songs
I
as well,
haven't
especially
yet.
this
I haven't yet.
the
but,
second album, or
there was a
that was
song,
too close
but
to home
it's
to write
funny
about?
because I was working
I haven't yet.
Amadito
I
and
haven't
Amanda, my
yet,
short
but,
story.
There was a
While
song
I was
cooking
but it's
for
funny
him.
because
His
I was
favorite
working
thing
on
that I cooked
Amadito
is
and Amanda,
his
my short
pochero
story.
Bisaya.
Oh,
While I was
And he had a
cooking
radio
for
show
him.
in the
Because
mornings,
his
right? So he'd
favorite
wake up
thing
early, that I cooked is puchero and bisaya.
Oh, okay.
And he had a radio show in the morning, 5 hours to make this puchero. And so I sleep really late. Like 2 a.m. I would make this puchero.
Wow, okay.
It would take me 5 hours to make this puchero.
Okay.
So maybe like 2 a.m. I would start to cook.
Wow, okay.
I would start. I'm a nocturnal. I'm really like and then kind of very slow in the kitchen and everything's very deliberate. I would start. I started cooking even the cooking. I wanted to be perfect. Kind of very slow in the kitchen. I remember cooking this thing for 5 hours, and he wakes up at around 5. Even the cooking, I wanted to be perfect. And I remember cooking this thing for 5 hours. And he wakes up at around 5. Is it almost done? And then he would read the paper. Because he requested for it. In the meantime, I would slice his papaya. Hapit na mahuman. Is it almost done? And then he would read the paper. And I would, in the meantime, I would slice his papaya. And then he saw the laptop open and he complained that I was taking too many and he's making his calls. Say, oh, workshop na sad! Workshop na sad! I'm like, he saw the laptop open and he complained that I was taking too many workshops.
Keep taking
Say, oh, workshop na sad! Workshop na sad! And he kept complaining, and then when I served him the first bowl of the...
Keep taking these workshops non-stop.
And he kept complaining, and then when I served him the first bowl of the bujara, oh, lami. Like, is it good? And you could see that he was really
and he would be
enjoying
quiet
it.
because he enjoyed it.
Oh,
And then when he was quiet and eating,
good?
I was working on that thing. He's like, what is that? Like, what are you working on?
And he
I'm
would
like,
be
"Oh, it's
quiet
making
because
it."
he enjoyed it.
It's
And then when he
another
was
workshop.
quiet
Oh
and
my
eating,
God.
I was working on that thing. He's like, what is
And,
that? Like, what are you working
I was
on again? I'm like,
talking
oh,
to
it's a
him while I was
writing
working on that.
It's
And,
another
the
workshop.
same
Oh
way
my
that
God.
there was a song that
And
maybe
I
I
was
can play it for
talking to
you,
him
but
while I
I-
was working on that.
maybe
And
it's supposed to
the
be a
same way
surprise,
that
but,
there
you
was
know,
a song that... This song I wrote...
Maybe I can play it for you, but
it's
I-
probably
no,
my
I mean,
favorite
it's
on the
supposed to
second
be a
album.
surprise,
I'll give you a
but, you know,
preview,
I-
guys, okay?
This
Please do
song
not
I
pirate
wrote,
this and upload it.
It's
But,
probably my favorite
exclusive
on the second
for
album.
I'll give you a
For,
preview,
boxed
guys.
in.
Okay, please do not
I
pirate
wrote
this and
this
upload
song
it.
while I was washing the dishes.
Exclusive for
While my dad
for,
was
boxed in.
getting upset with
I
me.
wrote this
I was
song
washing
while
the
I was
dishes.
washing the
And
dishes.
then maybe it's my way
while
of
my
kind of
dad was.
coping. I hear music
Getting
in my
upset
head,
with
and then
me.
I just
I
had
was
to stop
washing the dishes,
and
then maybe it's my way of kind of coping.
went to my phone
I hear
and I
music
wrote
in my
this
head,
song,
and then I
and
just
it's
had to
called-
stop washing the dishes, and I
it's
went
called
up to
The
my
Big
room. and
Ask.
I went
Yes,
to my
please.
phone and I wrote this song, and it's called. Okay, guys, do not
It's
repost
called The
this.
Big
Okay,
Ask.
this is
Do
just
you
for the
wanna
show.
hear
Yes,
But
please.
yeah, a special preview.
Okay,
for-
guys, do not repost
for
this,
our
okay? This
listeners
is
right
just for the
now.
show.
But yeah, special preview.
Okay, this is
for-
a world premiere
for
then.
our listeners right now.
This is The Big Ask.
Wow. Okay, this is a world premiere then. This is The Big Ask. You hear my voice, you hold my hand. You listen to my voice, no, you hold my hand, and you listen to me like no one can. If I feel all alone, and so far away from home. And then I see the look in your eyes. No, I wonder. And then I see the look in your eyes. No, I wonder how I really come from my. You simply ask me to stay out slow. You simply ask me to stay out slow. But now I'm calm down. You make me feel this way, and you simply ask me to stay out slow. You simply ask me to stay out slow. But now I'm it's you I love. Oh,
The Big Ask from Kate Torralba's soon-to-be-released album. Does it have a title already, the album? The Big Ask
not
from
supposed
Kate
to share
Torralba's
it.
soon-to-be-released
Yes, it has a title.
album. Does it have a title
You know what,
already,
Kate?
the album? Not yet.
Every time
I'm
I
not supposed to share
for
it.
the past
Oh,
three
okay.
songs that you
It has a
Alright.
title.
You know what,
Played for
Kate?
us here in Boxed In.
Every time
A song from Taylor
for the
Swift
past
always
three
comes to
songs
mind
that
when she
you've
wrote
these
played
particular
for us here
words
in
when she said,
Boxed In. A song from
Charlie
Taylor
Puth
Swift
should
always
be
comes to
a
mind
bigger
when she
artist.
wrote
And I'm
these
looking at
particular
you, I'm
words when
watching
she
you,
said,
I'm listening to you.
and I
Charlie
feel like Kate
Puth
Torralba
should be
like
a bigger
artist.
star than
and I'm
what
looking
you
at you,
are
I'm
now.
watching you, I'm
What's-
listening
what-
to you,
what,
and I feel like
what do
Kate
you think?
Torralba should be like a bigger star than
Are you
what you
part of
are
a
now.
recording
What's-
company?
Are you all indie all
what
the
do you
way?
think?
I'm
Are
trying
you
to figure
part
out
of a
why Kate
recording
Torralba is not
company?
a
Are you
megastar
all
right
indie
now?
all the way? Like
Dili megastar
I'm
and megastar.
trying to figure out why Kate Torralba is not
Well, I
a
was with
megastar right
TMC
now.
Universal
okay.
for
Dili megastar and
10 years.
megastar. Well, I was with
the Hard
MCA
Candy
Okay,
Universal
okay.
for
still distributed
10
by
years.
MCA.
Okay.
The Hard Candy
track is
still distributed by
Sorry, distracted by
MCA
Okay.
what's happening outside.
Resonant Audio.
Resident Audio.
Sorry,
Well,
distracted by
gosh,
what's happening
I
outside.
Resonant Audio.
Resident Audio.
These things,
You know, it's
I have a funny story.
Gosh,
So
I
met-
think that
I met
these things, you know,
David
it's,
Foster and
I have
and
a
Michael
funny
Bolton
story. So I met
in
I met
international pop
David
stars
Foster
at a
and
dinner
Michael
in Vicky
Bolton
Bello's house
Okay.
in many years ago.
big
And I remember
international pop
this
stars
was even
at a
before the
dinner
first
in Vicky
record
Bello's
came out.
house.
Okay.
Then I was like
Many
many
years
years ago.
advice for me? Because
And
I
I
wanna
remember
be-
this
I
was
wanna
even
succeed
before
as
the
a
first
musician, 'cause I
record
kind
came
of-
out. Then
I
I was
kind of
like,
put all
what's
my
your
cards,
advice
like
for
all
me?
my
Because
eggs
I
in that
wanna be-
basket. Like I'm
I
giving
wanna
everything up to
succeed
be
as a musician
musician.
because I kind of
I kind of put
like,
all my
no,
cards
don't
and like
give up
all
your
my
day
eggs in
job,
that
don't
basket.
give
Like
up
I'm
the-
giving
they were
everything
all
up to
telling
be a
me,
musician, and
don't, you should keep
and
your
they
fashion work.
were
you
like,
should-
no, don't give
And
up your
I
day
didn't
job.
listen to
Don't give
them.
up.
I
Like,
really
they were
just
all telling me, don't,
okay,
don't.
music
You should
all the
keep your
way.
fashion
And,
work. You should.
And I
And
remember
didn't
Michael
listen
Bolton
to
telling
them.
me
I
that
really just
Michael
said,
Bolton.
okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
all
So
the
he
way.
said,
And
you know,
and I remember
people
Michael
talk
Bolton
about,
telling me that
you know, how I
Michael Bolton.
you know,
yes,
Okay.
yes. So
I can't
he
remember what
said,
his
you
first
know,
hit was. I had
people
this
talk
huge
about,
first
you know,
hit,
how
and it
I
made me a star.
You know, like,
And everybody
I
talks
can't
about
remember
that,
what his
but
first
nobody
hit
talks
was.
about the 18
I
years
had this
when
huge
I
first
wasn't
hit, and it
successful.
made me a star.
And he was like, you know,
and
he
everybody
was
talks
a
about that, but
young
nobody talks about the
dad and,
18
you know,
years
his family
when I
had
wasn't
worked
successful.
multiple jobs.
And he was like, you know, he
nobody
was
talks
a
about that
young
part.
dad,
And then he's
you know,
like, I
had
don't want you
family,
to
had work
to go through
multiple
that.
jobs.
You should
and
keep your day job.
nobody talks
And
about
I
that
mean,
part.
I've been
that,
kind of like
and then he's like, I
freelance,
don't
I
want
did
you
corporate
to
work and
go through
and,
that. That you should keep your day
it's
job.
been,
and
I mean, I've
big,
been
tough
kind of like
choice to
freelance.
just
I
kind
did
of
corporate
decide
work
to
and
just go full
it's
on.
it's
it,
been
you know,
a big
pursue
tough
the music
choice to just kind of
full-time.
decide to
But I
just
realized
go full
that
on it, you know, pursue the
well,
music.
and he said this. This is what.
full-time.
This is why I brought up Michael Bolton.
But
He
I
said,
realized that
well,
know,
and he said this.
success,
This is what. This is why I brought
it's
up
a
Michael Bolton. He
confluence.
said,
I remember exactly what he said. It's a confluence
you know,
of
success.
so many.
It's
so
a
many
confluence.
elements, so many
I remember
factors.
exactly what he said.
You know, it's not
It's
enough
a
that you're
confluence
talented.
of
It's not
so
enough
many,
that you know the right people.
so many
You know,
elements.
it's not enough
so
if
many
you have the right
factors.
record label or
You
the
know,
right
it's not enough
agent.
that
You
you're
know, it's really
talented.
like
It's not
Taylor
enough
Swift
that
is
you
like
know the
some
right
kind of
people.
freak of nature.
It's
that
not enough if you have the
just
right
kind of-
record label or the
she
right
hacked
agent.
the
You know, it's
success
really
code,
like
and
Taylor
and-
Swift
but
is,
I
I
think
think,
at
at
the
the
very-
freak of nature
the
that
very
she
heart
just
of
kind
it
of is that her
she hacked
songs
the
are
success code and
great
and-
songs.
but I think at the
It's
very
great songwriting,
the
and of
very
course,
heart of it
I mean, come
is
on,
that
you
her
look like
songs
that.
are
You look
great
like
songs.
that, and you have
It's
this
great songwriting,
very,
and of
like,
course,
this
I mean,
crazy
come
work
on,
ethic,
you
and
look
she-
like
she
that.
really wanted to be
You look like
successful.
that, and
She-
you have this.
she fought tooth and nail
very
for that,
like
to
this
get
crazy
where
work
she is,
ethic, and she
and
really
maybe
wanted
when I
to be
was younger, I
successful.
was
Like
kind
she,
of
she fought
when I,
tooth and
especially
nail
when
for
I
that
went to
to
London
get
because I
where
took a
she
gamble
is,
and
and go to London
and maybe when I was
you know,
younger,
find my
I was
break
kind
there.
of
You know what?
aspiring,
Actually,
like when I,
was on
especially when
Britain's
I went to
Got
London.
Talent.
People
People
don't
don't
know
know
this.
this.
It's
Oh,
another
and then I'm gonna-
exclusive.
Oh.
I was
You know, find
scouted
my
for
break
Britain.
there. You know
Well,
what?
I don't know if I'm
Actually
supposed to
was on
say it
Britain's
now because
Got
there was like an
Talent.
NDA.
People don't know this.
Oh,
It's
okay.
another
I was
exclusive.
on the show
I was
and
scouted for Britain. Well, I don't know if I'm supposed to say it now because there was like an NDA.
Okay.
I was on the show, and
Okay.
anyways, yeah.
You already did.
I blurted it out.
to the
Britain's
live
Got
audition.
Talent,
And then
I don't know if I'm
supposed to mention
and
the
then
name of the
I
show,
was
but anyways,
kind
yeah.
of
You already did.
I blurted it out.
Britain's Got
And
Talent, right?
and then
And then?
for a couple of
And then
months,
I
you
was
know,
then
like
what
I would
kind
go
of
and
prepared. I was
and I
re-
was like, hey, I'm they train you, you know, for
And then?
a couple of months, you
And
know,
then what
like I
happened?
would go and I was like,
Okay.
hey, I'm ready, you know, I'm gonna do this, and I wanted to come home to the Philippines. I'm gonna be in the first day of the auditions, and
Okay.
so I booked my ticket, and I was ready, I was primed, and I was like, okay, you're gonna be in the
great.
first
And
day
then
of the auditions,
Okay.
and I'm supposed to like fly. I was ready, I was primed, and I was like, okay, great, and then I was my actual audition, and I'm supposed to like fly to London the day before. I got to a late Torralba, my actual audition. I was doing everything at the last minute, and then it's scrambling, and then they go late Torralba. I was doing everything at the last minute, and then it's scrambling, and then they go packing last minute. I arrive at the toxic trait I have. Oh my gosh, airport. Change that
in the nick of time,
And
right before the check-in
I
counter
arrive
closed.
at the
Get there.
and they're like, okay, ma'am,
At the
all right,
airport,
like your
like,
passport
in the nick
and
of
your
time,
ID,
right
whatever,
before the check-in counter
it's like-
closed.
And I get there, and they're like, okay, ma'am, all right, like your passport and your ID. I left my passport at home.
Oh my God. Okay.
I left my passport at home, and I left my passport at home.
Oh my
I was like,
God,
oh my
okay.
gosh,
I
left
and I
my
was like
passport
calling
at
people,
home.
hey, can you get my
And-
passport? But even if they
Oh my gosh.
you
I
know,
was
get
like,
an
oh my
angkas
gosh,
to
oh
pick
my
up
gosh.
your
And I was
passport,
like
no,
calling
it's
people,
Quezon
hey,
City,
can
from
you get my
Quezon City
passport?
to
But
the-
even if
and there's just
they-
no way.
you
And I
get
was
an
just
angkas to pick up
devastated,
your
and I just
passport.
remembered
No, it's
it.
Quezon City, from
So-
Quezon City to there.
talent
And there's just
coordinator
no
being
way.
like
And I was
really
just
like-
devastated, and I just remembered it.
kind of very disappointed.
That
This is supposed to be your big break, and then and
like,
so
just kind of very
they
disappointed.
Still, I mean,
Okay.
this is supposed to be your big break, and then
Okay.
and so
Everything was already
they
so organized and
still, I mean, you know,
scheduled.
everything,
And
that's
then
how
so
they
they
said,
said,
well, you know,
TV program and
can't
everything
really
was
squeeze
already
you in
so
for the
organized
first
and
couple of
scheduled
days anymore.
and then so they said, well, you know,
airtight and
you can't just really squeeze you
just
in
planned
for the
already.
first
Okay.
couple of days
So they
anymore.
put me on the
Everything
last
was
day
just
Okay.
the auditions,
airtight,
but
and you know, by that time the judges
just
already
planned
tired,
Okay,
already, so
okay.
already found
so they
their
put me on the last day
Okay.
of the auditions,
Yeah,
but
I didn't.
you know, by that time
I mean,
the
I
judges
had
are already tired.
only-
They've already
What did you
found
sing?
So there was another thing. I thought I was fighting to play
What did you
my
sing?
original song.
Okay.
Because there was another thing. I thought I was
song. And then
fighting
because, you know, I
to
had like
play
2
my
weeks
original
to think,
song.
like,
Okay.
you know what, maybe I'll have
Because
a
they
better
had
chance if I
they
play
had
my
me
own-
prepare a cover song, and
original
then because
song.
you know I
And I
had
had
like
to play
2
pictures
weeks.
to
And
think,
first
like,
they
you
said
know what,
yes,
maybe
and
I'll have a
then
better
when I got
chance
it,
if
I
I like,
play
no,
my
I
own,
can't.
my
You have to
original
play
song,
your song.
and I wanted to play pictures.
And
first they said
and then I
yes,
ended
and
up
then
playing
when I
Moon
got it,
River,
they're
which
like,
is
no, we
like
can't.
the
Frank Sinatra
you
song?
have to
Yeah,
play
I mean
cover
that's
song.
my Lolo's favorite song,
And
and
I-
also the
and
first
then I
song I
ended up
kind of
playing
learned
Moon
to
River,
play,
which is like
Guido.
the first
Frank Sinatra song?
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
that's my
So it was a
Lolo's
meaningful
favorite
song
song,
for
and
me,
also
but then
the first song I
you know,
kind
the
of
song
learned
choice
to play
also
with
plays a
Guido.
big
Yeah,
part,
absolutely,
right?
yeah.
Piano.
So
it was a meaningful
yeah,
song
and
for
I
me,
by
but
that
then,
time I was like at the end of
you know, the song
last
choice
day of
also
the
plays a
auditions,
big
and
Yeah,
people
absolutely,
were
yeah.
tired, and
So
the 2 women,
yeah, and I
they
by that
didn't
time
give
I was
me
like at the
a-
end of the last
what's
day
that,
of
the
the
thumbs up or
auditions,
like
and people were tired. And
I'm not
the
sure.
2 women.
yeah, but like anyway, they
What are those? Yeah.
the 2 women didn't vote
What's
for
that?
me.
The
Thumbs up
Simon
or
Cowell
like
and
what
this
do you call it?
David
The
I'm
star.
not sure.
Yeah, but like anyway, they
What are those? Yeah.
the
yeah,
2
okay.
women didn't
So I
vote for
didn't
me,
make
but
it.
Simon Cowell and this
I
David
remember I felt
Williams,
so-
they liked me.
I just have this weird
But you need
relationship with
3.
Yeah,
failure.
okay.
Like,
So I didn't
it
make
hurts so much.
And,
It's like,
I
and I
remember I
kind of
felt so-
was kicking myself.
I
You
have
know
this
what
weird
if I just
relationship with failure.
was so
like,
prepared?
It hurts
that
so
I
much.
showed
It's like,
up
and I
like, on
kind
the
of
first day,
was
I would have
kicking
had a better
myself. You
chance.
know,
And
what
you
if I
keep
just
mulling over
was so prepared
like
that
that
I
in your
showed
head, and
up
it's
and
like-
on the first day
Yeah,
I would
it's
have had
not
a better chance. And you keep
the right time or
and
and
it's not for you.
things
Yeah.
like that in
It's
your
not
head,
for you.
it's
And
like-
and
it's not
it's the right time or and it's
that
not for
was
you.
the day
Yeah.
that I
It's not for
kind
you.
of
And
decided that, you know,
and
maybe this path
it-
isn't for me. Like wanting to be a pop
that was
star,
the day
wanting
that
to
I
be a
kind of
mainstream
decided
artist,
that you know
um,
maybe this path
and,
isn't for
and,
me.
yeah,
like
I've
wanting
just-
to be a pop star.
just kept
wanting
on
to
doing my little
be a
thing, and I
mainstream
love doing my
artist,
little gigs. But
But you know
and
that's not the
yeah,
first time a
just-
person has asked me like,
just
why
kept
aren't you a
on
bigger
doing my
star?
little thing,
And
and
I
maybe
love
it's
doing
not
my
yet
little
time,
gigs.
or maybe I
but
have
you know that's not the first time a
another
person has
kind
asked
of
me like, why
destiny
aren't you a
that's
bigger
in
star?
store for me.
And maybe it's
it's
not yet time,
a
or
smaller
maybe
audience,
I have
but
another kind of
what I do
destiny
know with
that's
this
in
next
store for
record
me.
is
Maybe
that
it's a smaller
love every
audience. I don't
song.
know, on the record. But what I do know with this next record, I think it's a stronger album than the first. I love every song. So we'll see. I guess like the way that I had no idea a stronger album than the was in store for me when. So we'll see. I guess like the way that I had no idea what was in store for me when at that little bar I made Shoreditch in London that night when I was on holiday. My way into playing at that little bar in Shoreditch in London.
I guess I
that
just make
night
this
when I was
record
on
and then
holiday,
we'll
like
see
I
where
didn't know
it'll
what
take me,
and what was in store
maybe because
for
now
me.
I'm older, I'm kind of not fixated.
I guess I
on,
just
like,
make this record and then we'll see where it'll
Stardom.
take
Not
me.
anymore.
And I think
Maybe
what's
because now I'm
important to
older,
me
I'm
is,
kind
like,
of not fixated on
my
my art.
stardom.
These songs,
not
these
anymore. I
stories
think
or
what's important
this
to
one
me is
woman
that,
musical that I'm working on.
like
They're
my
art,
my babies. I'm
these
just making
songs,
sure that
these
they
stories
have the
or
right, like this one woman musical
they,
that I'm working
grow
on. They're like
properly and
my
that they're
babies.
fed
I'm just
well and
making
then
sure that they
have the
they're
right,
taken care of by the right
they
people,
grow
and,
properly
like
and
the
that they're
plants
fed
here,
well and then
with the right nurturing,
they're
they're taken care of by the
grow
right
to be their
people,
best, and then
like
the
the
songs,
plants here,
I'm
with
just
the right
I feel like I'm just like
nurturing
the
that they grow to
I'm
be
not
their
going to let it
best, and then
slip
the
by when you
songs,
said
they're
one woman
I'm just
musical.
I feel
Tell
like
us
I'm
more
just like
about
the,
that. What is that?
child.
I'm not going to let it
it's
slip by
a
when you
slow burn
said
project, 'cause
one
I always
woman
have, like, a
musical.
lot of
Tell us
little
more
projects
about that.
going
What is
on,
that?
and
What are you working on?
it's a slow burn project.
I've been
'Cause I
working
always
on
have
it
like a
for,
lot
like,
of little projects going
on and off
Okay.
for a decade
simultaneously. I've been working on it for so I
on and off
gave
for
myself
a
a
decade,
deadline that
and,
I will finally finish
and,
writing it
well,
in 2025.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because
so
the only
I gave myself a
solo,
deadline that I will
musical that
finally
I
finish
saw
writing it
was
in 2025.
it wasn't even live. I think
Because
it was
the
on Netflix
only,
or one of those. It was
solo
musical that I saw was it wasn't even
Bo
live. I
Burnham?
think it was on
Bruce
Netflix
Springsteen?
or one of those. It was.
Bruce
I love that,
Springsteen.
but
Oh.
that is such an possibly difficult thing to do
Bo
to talk
Burnham?
about your life
Bruce
all along
Springsteen?
on stage,
Bruce
right? I love that.
Springsteen.
But
Oh.
that is such an possibly difficult thing
Good
to
luck
do
to you
to
on
talk
that.
about your
That's
life
going to
all
be
along on
amazing.
stage, right?
I'm terrified actually.
okay.
It's like, why did
So,
I mention it? Now I'm accountable
luck
to
to
the
you on that.
public
That-
because
that
I
is going to
already
be
said it.
amazing.
But
Right?
I'm
Yeah,
terrified.
I
And I
Okay.
tend to
kinda
why
keep
did I
my
mention it?
projects,
Now I'm accountable to
like,
the
I try
public
to
because
keep
I
it
already said it.
secret,
But
then you know
yeah,
what? Again,
I
that's a
mean, I
commitment
tend to
thing,
kind of
right?
keep
It's
my
like,
projects.
if you don't declare
you
it,
know,
nobody
like,
will
I try
know,
to
and
keep
nobody's
it
gonna hold
secret.
you
But then,
accountable.
you know what?
So
Again,
now,
it's a
guys,
commitment thing,
you
right? It's
my
like,
listeners,
if you don't declare it, nobody will
hold me to
know, and
account.
nobody's gonna hold you
When is the
accountable.
one woman musical
So now,
coming out?
guys,
You know, you were part
my
of
listeners.
music already.
hold
from
me to
an
account.
early
Where
age, right?
when
You
is
were
the
raised-
one woman
you were
musical
in
coming
grade
out?
school. You know, you were
I've
part
learned when I was
of
four.
music already
4 years
from
old,
and you had like an early age,
several
right?
other
You were
bands,
and
and
you
you
had
were
still in grade school,
Hard Candy,
No,
and all
I've
of that
learned when
stuff.
I was
So
4.
you were there
4
years
years
old,
old,
and then you had
already
like
performing
several other bands,
in
and
the-
you
I
had
would say
hard,
the
hard
pre-digital
candy and all of that
age,
stuff.
right? The
So
pre-internet
you were
age.
there already.
I'm an analog
musically. You were already
musician.
there was a time when you
in
recorded.
the, I would say the
in an actual
pre-digital
studio
age, right?
with
The
great
pre-internet
tape
age.
decks and all of that
I'm an
stuff.
analog
With-
musician.
Yeah, there was a
and all
time
of
when you
that.
recorded,
But now,
in an
fast
actual
forward
studio
to
with,
today,
with,
to
with
2024,
tape decks and
you
all
know,
of
we
that
are
stuff,
totally
right? With,
living in a
with those
completely
reels and all of that
different
Yes.
right
But
now.
now, fast
So,
forward to today,
um,
to 2024,
would you
know, we
say
are
that
totally
you're
living in a
fully
completely different
adopted
world
to
Yes.
this right now, right?
new world that
So
we have inhabited.
would you say that you're fully adopted
I'm
into
an
this
analog musician,
new
you
world
know,
that we have inhabited?
I learned how to play.
honestly,
on
I mean, and I say this all the time.
I'm an analog musician.
Okay.
You know,
Still in my mother's
I learned
house,
how to
actually.
play
It's kind of
on an
touching to see the
analog piano where I
upright piano.
I studied. I learned
Still in my
how to
mother's
play.
house, actually.
It's
My
kind of
first
touching
songs.
to see the piano where I
And
studied.
I have to say
learned
that,
how to play.
it's not
my
natural for
first
me.
songs.
People just say, oh, you know, you can just have
and
garage band,
I
you just
have
connect
to
this
say
and
that
and
it's not natural for me.
That's why
People
I
just say, oh, you know,
always
you
pick
can just have
people,
garage
like, I
band.
pick a
You can just
team
connect
work
this and
with
that,
that
and it's not
is
natural
adept
for
at
me. That's why
technology,
I always
'cause
pick people.
I
and
pick a
you know,
team to work with
the most that I'll do is
is
I'll
adept
record
at
my song
technology,
ideas.
'cause
I
on my
am not.
iPhone,
You know,
I'm on social
the most
media,
that I'll do
and
is
then,
I'll
you know,
record
maybe sometimes
my
I'll
song
edit
ideas
a reel on my iPhone.
It's not. It's
I'm
not
on social media,
natural for me.
and
Which
then,
is
you know, maybe
why
sometimes
sometimes
I'll
I'll
edit
edit
a
a reel.
people
It's
who
not. It's
have the
not
skill set that will
natural for me.
complement
Which is
yours.
why
It's very important to
and
collaborate
That's
with
what I do because I feel like
people
okay,
who
I
have
could
the skill set
take
that will
another
complement
workshop.
yours.
And
Music production,
That's what
and
I
I'm
do
like,
because I feel like okay,
you know,
I could
I think
take
that
another another workshop.
More efficient exercise.
It's music production, and I'm like,
Exactly.
you know, I can work
Focus on your art,
be
right?
a more
Good at
efficient
this.
exercise.
And I mean, see,
I
it's
just
even hard for me
work
to
with
be
the best people.
I mean,
Exactly,
it's
yeah.
very
that I
weird for
can
me
work
to
Focus
with
on your art,
people.
right?
good at this.
I
And I
really
mean,
like
see, it's
just-
even hard for me to be,
I
I mean,
mean,
playing
it's
the
very
old
weird for me
school
using
way.
this
I just go
controller
there and I
because
sit and
I
I play.
really
I
like
mean,
just
even the way I control
you
the
know,
volume
playing
of
the
my
old school
playing,
way.
it's through
I
my
just go
fingers,
there
you
and I
know,
sit and I play.
I
I mean,
don't know how to-
even the way I
don't
control
really
the
use these
volume of my
dials and-
playing, it's through my fingers. You know,
But I know if I
I
devoted
don't
enough
know how-
time,
I don't really
could
use
pick
these
it up.
dials. I mean,
and-
Mr. C is a music
But I know
mentor.
if I devoted enough
It's
time,
like, yeah, you need to
I
learn
could pick it
theory.
up.
You need
I
to
mean,
learn all
Mr.
of this.
C
You
is
learn
the names of the chords
music
and
mentor.
maybe
Maybe
I'm
Ryan
lazy.
Kayab is like, yeah, you need to learn theory.
Maybe
you
I'm a
need to learn
lazy
all of this. You
musician,
learn the
but
names of the chords and Maybe I'm lazy.
You know, sometimes you just kind
Maybe
of
I'm a lazy
There's
musician.
a
but
new
not
genre.
go against the grain.
There's a new genre.
You know,
I don't know if you're aware of
sometimes
this.
you
I'm
just
sure you are.
kind of
Lo-fi.
need
There's
to-
a
Lo-fi.
new
Not
genre,
go
and
against the
one of
grain,
my
you
favorite
know.
artists. There's a new genre.
kind of
I don't know if
reminds
you're
me of
aware of
you.
this. I'm sure you are.
Lo-fi.
Lo-fi.
How lo-fi? Like
Lo-fi
busy
and
lo-fi.
one of my favorite
Lo-fi.
artists.
Lo-fi.
Which
It
kind of reminds me of you,
Yes.
right? Lo-fi.
I'm trying to figure out.
How
because I know
lo-fi.
you don't
Lo-fi.
lo-fi, right?
Lo-fi.
You're familiar with this
Called
artist,
Boxed
right?
In,
And
yes.
here at Resonant
I'm trying
Audio.
to figure out,
But because
would
I know
you-
you don't want to be
because I
boxed in,
think you
although
have
this
like
show
this
is
jazzy
called
feel.
Boxed In, and here at Resonant
Would
Audio.
you say that?
But you're more on the
Would you?
on the
Because
on
I
that
think you have like this
spectrum of
jazzy
music.
feel,
Well,
right?
You're
For some
Would you
reason,
say
because I
that
can really
you're more on
play all
on
sorts,
on
you
that
know, like
the
I'll
spectrum
have,
of music.
well,
I'm a very adaptable
for some reason, because I can
musician, so
really
like, let's
play
say I
all
get a gig,
sorts,
you know,
it's a
like I'll
wedding,
have
or it's
a
funeral. Or it's
I'm a very
you know,
adaptable musician.
I am
so
always
let's say I get a
capable
gig,
of
like it's a
adapting
wedding
my
or it's
sets
a funeral,
and kind of
or it's
tweaking
you know,
my playing style
I am
to suit the
always capable
occasion.
of adapting
And,
my sets.
for some people, they're like,
kind
no,
of
you shouldn't do
tweaking
that. But
then
my playing style
you
to
know,
suit
it's
the
a gig. It's like,
occasion.
oh, I want to be able to do
And
this gig.
for some
and
people, they're like, no, you
I'm very
shouldn't do that.
adaptable.
But
I
you know,
noticed that
it's a
lately I
gig.
get
It's
booked
like,
for a
oh,
lot
I
of
want to be able
jazz
to do this
gigs.
gig, and I
Maybe also because I'm
very
older
adaptable.
now, so it's a more.
But
it's an
I
older
noticed that
audience,
lately I
more
get
like
booked for a lot of jazz
sophisticated,
gigs.
more
Maybe also
sophisticated
because I'm
listeners in
older
that
now,
sense.
so it's a more
It's an older audience, more like
they
sophisticated,
want jazz.
more sophisticated listeners in
And
that
there
sense.
are
They want. I wouldn't even say I do find jazz
want
intimidating.
jazz,
Because I'm definitely not a purist,
and there
I'm scared
are
of the purist jazz.
I wouldn't
fans.
even say
I do find jazz
that's not
intimidating.
and I hear
because
that
I'm
a lot
definitely not a
at my
purist,
jazz sets.
and I'm
It's not
scared of
really
the
jazz.
purist jazz fans.
No,
Like, oh my
but,
gosh, you're gonna
you
say
know,
that's
and
not
I
jazz.
remember
And I
I
hear
did a
that a
show
lot.
at the
Pardon
at
my
my jazz
French,
sets. It's
Manila.
not really jazz.
And I
I know,
didn't want to
but,
because they were like,
you
"Oh,
know,
can you do our
and I
jazz
remember
night?"
I
And, like,
did
can
a
you
show
go-
at the
Pardon my French
jazzy.
in Manila.
So it's jazzy,
And I
but it's not
didn't want to
jazz.
because they were like, "Oh,
And
can you do
then,
our jazz night?" And I'm like, "Can you go?"
But
call
yeah,
it
I seem to
jazzy?
gravitate in
So it's
Tokyo,
jazzy,
for example.
but it's not jazz.
And
Yeah,
then,
I play like
but
sessions.
yeah, I seem to
in,
gravitate
like,
in Tokyo, for
the
example.
jazz bars in Shimokitazawa.
Yeah, I
and
play
the
like
jazz musicians
sessions
really
in,
appreciate
like,
me. Maybe
uh,
also it's a quality
the
of my
jazz
voice.
bars
in
that's
Shimokitazawa.
more jazz. And the jazz musicians
But
really
yeah,
appreciate
I
me.
mean, the
Maybe
record
also
I'm
it's a
working on
quality
now
of my
is
voice.
that's more
Kind of
jazz.
different moods. You know, there's something that's jazzy. There's one
But
that's a
yeah,
little bit
I mean the
more
record I'm working
bossa
on now, it's like
nova-ish, and
kind of
there's
different
another one
moods.
that's
You know,
more
there's
rock,
something that's
and,
jazzy. There's one that's
I just
a little
really
bit more
let
bossa
I
nova
just let the
ish, and there's
songs
another
be
one
what
that's
they
more
wanna
rock,
be.
and
'Cause they're like
I
children.
just
like you
really
said,
let
like, you just kind
I
of
just let the
Is
songs
this
be
independently
what they wanna
recorded
be.
or is it under
They're like
another
children,
recording
like I
company?
said.
Right now it is
just
an
kind of
independent
Okay.
project.
Is this
And,
independently recorded or is it
yes,
under
there's
another
you know,
recording
you can
company?
always Right now it is an
collaborate with
independent
someone.
Okay.
project.
Alright.
Distribution
but
deal or
yes,
whatnot.
there's
With a, you know, you can always
label. I don't know. I haven't decided
collaborate
yet
with
because
some-
I'm really
like,
focusing
like
on
the distribution
getting
deal or
the
whatnot
music
with a
to a certain
label. I don't know. I haven't
quality and
decided
record
yet
them
because
in
I'm
a-
really focusing
until
on
I'm very happy with
getting
them.
the
That's when I'll
music
talk
to
to
the
the
labels
to a
and they
certain
can hear
quality
it because I
and
record them.
I-
Like,
I
until
had
I'm
the
very
option
happy with
to-
them,
to
then
work with the
that's when
label,
I'll
but,
talk to the
you know,
labels and they can
that
hear
means
it because
also
I
your creative control.
I
gets
had
the
diluted
option to work with the label.
because they will
but,
have a say
you
on,
know,
oh no, more of
that
these
means
kind
also
of
your
songs
creative
and
control
whatnot
gets
so
diluted.
I am prioritizing because they will have a say on, oh
just
no, more of
having
these
the
kinds
songs
of
come into
songs
fruition
and whatnot. So I am
Yeah, just-
prioritizing.
yeah,
that's I'm so
just
excited to
having the songs come into
go into
fruition.
the studio again. I have
Yeah,
already
just kind of worked on.
yeah, that's I'm so excited
How
to
many songs is this?
go into the studio
Um,
again.
supposedly
I have
11.
already
Okay.
Kind of
but
worked on.
I think I will
a
narrow
couple of
them
How
down.
many songs is this? You know,
this time.
the art of making an
Supposedly
album
11.
has
but
kind of
I think I will narrow them down to
disappeared,
8.
right? I mean,
You know,
most
the
artists
the
now
art
just
of
release
making an
singles, but
album,
there's a kind of
art form in
disappeared,
putting
right? I mean,
together
most
a
serious
artists now
songs
just write
yeah.
singles
that
but
speak to each
there's
other.
like a book.
there's
It's
a
like a
kind of
book.
art
It's like
form.
chapters
So
in a
is
book.
this pieces together as a series
Definitely.
of songs,
I
right,
mean,
that-
I grew
that
up,
speak
you
to
know,
each
like
other.
I said,
It's like a
CD
exactly.
era.
So is
And I
this
really
like
grew
this?
up listening to
Like-
albums.
like
Definitely. I mean, I grew up, you know, I am an album person. CD era. And I really grew up listening to albums.
label heads were like,
And
let's do
I am an
singles,
album
singles
person. And
first,
I have
singles,
singles.
okay.
And then if
Label,
it's successful,
the label heads
then
are
we
like,
do the album.
you know, let's
And
do
I'm like,
singles,
no,
singles
that's
first,
not
singles,
how
singles,
I
singles.
work. And then if it's successful,
I really think
then
an
we
album.
do the album.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
okay.
and
no,
I mean, my
that's
gosh,
not
how I work.
Okay.
Because
follow the great bands.
I really
Fleetwood
think
Mac
in
terms of
Beatles. I mean, people
albums.
look
Yeah,
for
okay.
it. And I mean, my gosh, look, and
follow the
I
great
just wanna
bands. Fleetwood
be
Mac,
true to
Beatles.
myself.
I mean,
And
people
that's
look
how I wanna
forward
do
to
it. It's gonna be an
albums.
album. And
Sorry,
I just
you know,
wanna
it's my
be
album.
true
I
to
do what I
myself.
want.
And that's how I want to
So-
do it. It's gonna be an album.
I'm sorry.
You mentioned
know,
Fleetwood
it's my album.
Mac.
I do
Actually,
what I
Stevie
want.
Nicks is one of my favorite
So,
female vocalists.
So there.
Who would be your
You
biggest
mentioned
musical influences?
Fleetwood Mac. Stevie
Wow.
Nicks is one of my favorite
Stevie
female
Nicks.
vocalists.
Definitely.
Who would be your biggest
Fleetwood
musical
Mac
influences?
is also up there. Wow. but
Would
so
Stevie be
broad.
one of them?
Definitely.
I formed Hard
Candy
Candy
Fleetwood Mac
after
is also up there, but
took a holiday in the States because
I formed
had an
Hard
auntie living in the
Candy
States.
after, and I would visit her every summer.
Took a
And I
holiday in
would
the
save
States 'cause
money
I would
to
I had an
buy
auntie
just a
living in
few
the States.
CDs, right? And
And
I
that
would
was the
visit her every
summer that
summer.
I bought
And I would save money to
two
buy
very
just a few
influential
CDs,
albums
right?
in my life.
And that was
One
the
was,
summer that I
Tragic
bought
Kingdom,
no doubt. And
Two
the second
very
was
influential
Alanis
albums in my life.
Morissette's Jagged Little
One
Pill.
was,
Okay.
Tragic
So,
Kingdom,
okay.
no
for Hard
doubt.
Candy,
And the
those
second
were
was
the records
Alanis
that
Morissette's
influenced
Jagged
me
Little
a lot.
Pill.
Early
And
90s.
so, yeah, and the
Okay.
chorus.
Hard Candy,
I mean, you know,
Yeah.
that was those were
era, but
the records.
Right
that
now, I can
influenced me a lot.
say that
Early 90s.
Yeah, and the
These
chorus.
musicians
I mean, you know,
really-
that was that era. But right now, I can say
I've
that
had a long
the
life.
thank you, Lord.
musicians that really-
Salamat, Lord. I feel like I've lived so many lives already.
But,
Thank you, Lord.
Off the top
Salamat,
of my
Lord.
head, biggest
I
influences for
feel like
me
I've
are
lived so many lives already.
Chopin,
But off the top of my head,
because
biggest
I-
influences for me are
my gosh, I was a child.
Frederick Chopin.
I would really feel that
classical,
music.
because
So I grew up.
my gosh, I was a
very
child, but
romantic, and
I would
and
really
it's
feel
like never
that
left
music.
me. Like I really.
So
I'm a
I grew up
romantic
always
person.
very romantic,
to Frederick
and,
Chopin,
and it's like never
the
left me. Like I
Carpenters,
really, I'm a romantic person.
Well,
So
Frederick
I
Chopin.
remember being very into the Carpenters.
Basha.
Oh, okay.
As growing up, as Basha.
I can-
mean,
I can hear
very
Basha.
into- Yeah, like right. The
Basha.
so the 80s, the
okay.
80s growing
divas, you
up
know,
as
like,
Basha.
Patti
I mean,
I can hear Basha.
yeah, like right. The
Yeah.
so the
Desma,
80s, the 80s divas, you know,
and
like
then,
Patty Austin.
then,
Yeah,
Anita
there was the
Baker,
rock,
my rock phase,
Kulidesma,
so
Nirvana,
and
then yeah, there was the
Amy
rock,
Mann
my
is one
rock
of my biggest
phase.
influences.
Till
So
Tuesday.
Nirvana,
Yes, Amy Mann, and
and
her solo work.
Amy
eventually. So there's
Mann
that
is one of my
melancholic
biggest
Oh, Till
influences.
Tuesday.
flavor to my songs.
Yes,
and
Amy Mann,
then,
and
of course, her solo
well,
work eventually.
the
So there's that
woman who
melancholic
kind
flavor to my
influenced
songs,
me in,
and
like,
then
you know,
writing
well,
my
the
first
woman who
songs
kind
talaga
of
myself,
influenced
Tori
me in
Amos.
like
Oh,
you
okay.
know
to-
I
writing
it
my-
was
my
Under the
first
Pink album.
songs
That's just,
talaga
it blew my
myself.
mind because I kind of quit
Tori
classical
Amos.
music because I was
There was so
it
much
was Under the Pink
album.
pressure
It
when
blew
I was
my
a
mind
classical
because I kind
musician.
of
My
quit
mom got
classical
really
music
obsessed with
because
me
I was
becoming a
there
very
was
good
so
classical
much
musician, and
all I did
pressure when I was a classical musician. My mom got
practice,
really
and it was
obsessed
not
with
fun
me becoming
anymore
a
for
very
me.
good classical
But,
musician.
and then I
all
heard the
did
Under
was,
the
like,
Pink album,
and it kind of changed my
practice, and it
life
was
because
not
it's
fun
like, whoa, a
anymore for
pianist
me.
can
But,
write
and
cool
then I
music.
heard the Under the Pink album,
not just keep playing Beethoven.
and it kind of changed my
and
life because
Bach
it's like,
and-
whoa, a pianist
and
can
then
write cool
that-
music.
yeah,
you
Tori
know?
Amos inspired
Not
me
just keep
to-
playing Beethoven
to
and,
write
and,
my
and
own
Bach
songs.
and then
Her
that-
music was
yeah,
kind of
Tori
dark,
Amos
though,
inspired
right?
me
yeah,
to
dark. I mean, she
to
was a
write
rape
my early songs,
survivor,
and
she was a very kind of
Her
and-
music was kind of dark, though, right?
that
Yeah,
energy,
dark.
that
I mean,
fury.
she
I
was a
mean, that
rape
really inspired me,
survivor,
and she was
yeah.
so
She was
beautiful, and
kind of
and
like,
everything
but
comes full
that
circle. I
energy,
met
that
her.
fury,
I
I mean,
met her
that really
in New
inspired
York.
me, and she was so
okay.
beautiful. And
In a performance or just
everything
bumped into
comes
her?
full circle. I met her. I got to meet her.
Whoa.
I watched
New
her
York
play a couple
Wow,
of times
okay.
before
Yeah.
that. But
In a performance or
book
just
signing.
bumped into
Um,
her?
She
Well,
had written a book.
I watched her
and,
play
Barnes
a
and
couple of
Noble
times
in New
before
York,
that,
and
but
it was a book
yeah,
signing.
I lined
so
up,
she,
and then
she had written
yeah,
a
I mean
book,
that was
and-
worth
and,
lining up
Barnes
for. It
and
wasn't
Noble
even
in
an
New York,
hour.
and I
Just short queue.
I lined up.
And
Not 8
then-
hours for Korean food, right?
Yeah, I mean
not
that was
Korean
worth
food,
lining
and
up for. It
I-
wasn't even an
I-
hour. Just short queue.
met her. I was
And
Not
then-
8 hours for
and I
Korean
got
food,
her
right?
a
Yeah,
copy
not
of
for
my
Korean
first
food. And then
album. I met her.
yeah,
I
it was
was
so
so emotional,
emotional,
and I
like,
got
my
to give her a
goodness.
copy of my first album.
I'm very,
And
I can very
God,
get
yeah,
very
I've had a
focused on,
beautiful
like, oh
life.
My gosh,
My
what's
goodness.
missing? Like,
I
I
tend to focus
I'm
on
very,
what I haven't done yet. So when I do
very
something,
very
I forget
focused
it.
on,
See,
like, oh my
even
gosh, like,
this
what-
was a
what's
good
missing?
exercise for me.
I tend to focus
talk
on
about
what
where
I
I
haven't
haven't
done
because I
yet.
don't
So when I
really-
do something, I
like,
forget it.
see,
I just
I
don't give
even-
myself
this was
enough
a good
credit.
exercise
I'm always
for
like,
me
oh,
to
I haven't talk
done
about
this
where
and
I've
haven't
been
done
because
that,
I don't
but
really
like
but
being
I just
able
don't give
to just
myself
kind
enough
of
credit.
Yeah.
I'm always
meet
like,
your
oh,
musical
I haven't
hero
done
and be
this
like,
and haven't done that,
hey,
but
I
being able to just
started
kind
writing
of
songs because of you,
meet
and
your
I
musical
hugged
hero
her
and be
and
like,
hey,
oh my gosh, I cried. It was so beautiful. And
started writing songs
I
because
hope
of
maybe
you,
one
and
day,
I
there
hugged
will
her,
be
some
oh my
young,
gosh, I cried.
young
It was so
musician
beautiful,
out there that I'll meet.
I hope maybe
who'll say,
one day,
I started
there will
playing
be
because of
some
of
young
your album, of
young
this, I
musician
would
out
love that
there
because
that I'll
it's
meet
just-
who'll say, I
it's just
started
this
playing because of
beautiful of your
cycle,
album.
you know,
This,
just
I mean, I would
cycles
love
of
that
life
because
and creation, and it's really
it's just this beautiful.
it's such a powerful thing.
cycle.
Music. It
Yeah.
is.
It's just
It
cycles
is.
of
You
life
know,
and
in the same way that
It's really-
songwriting and
it's
singing
such
is
a powerful
cathartic, I
thing,
think
music.
also
It is.
talking
It
about your life
is,
like
and-
this
You know,
is
in
also
the
kind of
same
a
way
release,
that's
right?
Yeah.
And
you're
songwriting
able
and
to
singing
sort
is
of
cathartic. I
see
think also
your life
talking
from-
about your
from
life
a
like
little
this
bit
is
bigger
also kind of a
history.
release,
Yeah.
right?
Looking
And
at
you're able
what's
to
going on
sort of
now,
see
you know,
your
yesterday or
life
tomorrow,
from,
right?
from a little
We're not
a
able to
bigger
actually
history
look at
because
our
we're always
lives
looking at
from the
what's
macro
going on
macro.
now,
very
now,
often,
you know,
right?
yesterday
Ito pala
or
yung
tomorrow, right?
philosopher
We're
side
not
ni
able to
Jiggy.
actually look at our
Says,
lives
oh,
from
philosopher
the
daw siya.
macro
From
perspective
macro.
very often, right?
Ito pala yung philosopher side ni Jiggy.
I will not let you
Says like,
leave
oh,
this room if
philosopher
you
daw
don't
siya.
sing my favorite song from Kate Torralba, which
fantastic.
is
So,
Drunk on
I will
Your
not
Love.
let you leave
And
this
yes,
room
I
if you
now
don't
hear
sing my favorite song
a
from
bit
Kate
of Tori
Torralba,
Amos in this song,
which is Drunk
tell me
on
about
Your
this
Love.
next.
Oh my God.
And
This
yes, I
finale,
now
this
hear
final song,
a bit
Drunk
of
on
Tori
Your Love. Tell me
Amos in
about
this
it.
song. Tell me about this
so
next,
I
this finale, this
was-
final song,
Oh,
Drunk on Your Love. Tell me about it.
So
No, it's
I
it's a part of
was
it.
so I
This is so
had this
silly, okay, but
no it
Basically,
basically when my
it's
mom
a
was
part of
a
history.
law student, she would go I to Baclaran Church had this in Manila.
Basically,
Basically,
when
when
my
my
mom
mom
was
was
a
a
law
law
student,
student, she would go to Baclaran Church
past the bar
in Manila.
wish
Wish
for
for the
things.
bar, and
And,
Wednesdays
so
they would go there
I
and
picked
pray.
up that
Oh,
habit,
please, can I
you
pass
know,
the
just to
bar?
honor
Or
my mom, and also I was
wish
there
for
praying
things.
for my husband.
And
Oh my gosh.
so I
would
picked up
go
that
there.
habit.
I would pray
just
for
in
my
honor of
husband.
my mom, and also I was
And
there
like
praying
Tessa
for my
Prieto.
husband.
Oh my gosh.
So
I would go there. I would pray for my
Yeah,
husband.
she would go there.
And like Tessa
Sometimes I'd go there by
Prieto,
myself.
and
you know,
dear
praying for
client
Mama Mary,
and
Mama
friend.
Mary, please send me my
Yeah, she
husband.
would go
A
there.
long
she'd
time
bring
ago.
there.
Sometimes I'd go there by myself. you know, praying
I get a
for
phone
Mama Mary,
call, and I
Mama
would
Mary,
go
please send
late
me
at
my
night.
husband. I was, you know,
A
I'd see
long time
Dolphy
ago.
there.
And then
In Baclaran.
In
I get a
Baclaran.
phone call,
Like
and I would go late at
11
night,
p.m. And, you know, I would see Dolphy there.
1
Okay.
a.m. Like
I would
around that
see-
range.
In Baclaran.
In
would see
Baclaran,
Okay, okay.
like
Those celebrities
11,
there. And
like
I'd see
11
Dolphy in his
p.m.
all-white
to
outfit, and he would
1
pray to-
a.m. Like
It was
around
so
that
sweet,
range.
actually.
And
And
I,
I,
you know,
the
the whole Mama Mary thing
see
is
Dolphy
kind
in
of,
his all-white outfit, and he
you know,
would
it's a
pray to-
tradition I
It was
keep.
so
I
sweet,
wouldn't say
actually.
I'm a
And
devout
you know,
Catholic,
the
but
whole
like,
Mama
it's a
Mary thing
tradition
is
I
kind
keep
of
to
honor my grandma. And
you know, it's a tradition I
and
keep.
my-
I wouldn't say I'm a
my
devout
dad was
Catholic,
very
but like
devout
it's a
Catholic.
tradition I keep.
And
to honor
so
my
I was
grandma,
there, and
I get a phone call. It's like almost 1 a.m. So Wednesday 1 a.m.
Devout Catholic.
And it's
And
this friend
so
of mine
I was
who's
there,
the
and I get a phone
ex-partner
call.
of a
It's like almost 1
very,
a.m. So
very
Wednesday
famous
1 a.m.
musician. I will not name.
And it's this friend of mine.
name
who's
them,
the
but
ex-partner
good
of
friend.
a
She's like,
very,
"Where are you?"
very,
And I'm
very
like,
famous
"I'm,
musician. I will not name.
I am
in
name
Baclaran.
them,
She's
but
like, what? My good friend, she's like,
At
where
this
are you?
hour,
And I'm like,
yeah, I'm
I'm
praying.
a
She's like,
girl.
I
This is
am
why you don't find a
in
boyfriend.
Baclaran. She's like, what?
You're instead of being in a
At this
bar
hour,
hanging
I'm
out
like,
with
yeah,
us,
I'm praying. She's
you're
like,
in
girl,
church.
that's why
Why
you
you
don't
don't find
so-
a boyfriend?
So she's like, come meet me
You're
in Taboo.
instead of
This
being
is
in a
a
bar
bar
hanging
in
out with
Legazpi
us.
Village.
You're
And
in
she said,
church.
come
I
over,
know.
come over.
So,
And then there's so
so she
many
said,
good
come meet
guys.
me in
And I go
Taboo.
there
This
and
is
I'm
bar
driving
in
to
Legazpi
Honda
Village.
City.
And she said, come over,
you know,
come
kind
over.
of
And
timid,
there's
you
so
know,
many
like
cute
probinsyana,
guys.
like,
And I
okay,
go there and I'm
okay,
driving
and
my
I
little
don't really
Honda
drink,
City.
and then at the time,
And
it's
it's
like,
like, didn't drink
you know,
alcohol
kind of
at all.
timid, you know,
So
like
I arrived
probinsyana,
there,
like,
and it was
okay,
kind of like
okay,
models
and I don't
night.
really
And
drink.
there was this
And
whole
then at the time,
Japanese
it's like,
wave,
didn't
right?
drink
Like
alcohol at
Brazilian
all.
Japanese
So I
models.
arrived
and
there,
Daniel
and it was
Matsunaga.
kind of like
models
all
night.
these, like,
You know,
there was
this
this
whole
cute
Japanese
hot
wave,
people
right?
there
Like
just
Brazilian
hanging out,
Japanese
and
models.
everybody's
and
already
Daniel
drunk, and
Matsunaga.
so I say
All
hi
these,
to my
like,
friend,
you know,
and
these
they're all
cute
dancing,
hot
and I'm
people
like,
there
oh,
and just
feeling
hanging out, and
uncomfortable,
everybody's
so I'm at
already
the bar
drunk.
drinking
And
an iced
so I
tea.
say hi to my friend, and they're all
watching
dancing,
everyone,
and
and
I'm
then
just
you
like,
see
all
all
these little uncomfortable.
attractive
So I'm at the
people,
bar
like,
drinking
hitting on
an
each
iced tea.
other, and you
I'm just
already know who's
watching
gonna go home
with
and
home,
then you see all these
and I was just watching,
attractive
just
people,
observing,
hitting
and
on each
then,
other,
you know,
and you already know who's
people
gonna go
started
home
to
with
leave,
home,
and
you
I'm
know.
like, well, I'm gonna go
And
home.
I was
went
just
home,
watching, just
I went to my
observing, and
piano,
then
and I wrote
you
this
know,
song.
people
I was
started
drunk
to
on your
leave,
love.
and I'm like, well, I'm gonna go home, and I went
For
home.
you dedicated to
I went
Jiggy.
to
Well,
my
thank
great
you.
host. Bravo, let's clap for
Drunk on
Jiggy.
your love.
And thank you to Resonant
For you
Audio.
dedicated to Jiggy.
Well,
My
thank you.
great host. Bravo, let's clap for Jiggy.
It's not a
And
bad
thank you
thing.
to Resonant
So
Audio.
here's Drunk on Your Love.
Yeah, my gosh, this is what it feels like to get boxed in. It's not a bad thing.
So here's Drunk on Your Love.
On your love.
Drunk
I
on
want
your
to
love. and find anything for you. Choose and find anything for you. Drunk on your love. I'm drunk on your love. I'm drunk on your love. Sure that if things were any different now, and I'm sure that if things were any different now, and I will be drunk on numbers I tried to forget, just and I die with regret. Numbers I tried to forget, just because I'm drunk on your love. I'm drunk on your love. Drunk on your love. I'm high on your love. Drunk on your love. I'm high on everything. Drunk on your love. I'm high on your everything. Everything. Drunk on your love. Drunk on your love. So why you giving me up? So why you giving me up? Why you giving me up? So why you giving me up? Why is for you? So why you giving me up? Why are you giving me up? Drunk on your love, drunk on your love. So why you giving me up? Why are you giving me up? So why you giving me up? Why are you giving me up? So why you giving me up? All I do is for you on your love. So why you giving me up? Drunk on your love. Drunk on your love. Drunk on your
Ladies and gentlemen, Kate
Thank you.
Torralba. Kate, before we finally wrap this up, why don't you invite
Ladies and
everybody
gentlemen,
to,
Kate
want
Thank
you
you.
Torralba.
anywhere, anytime.
Kate,
this year or
before
next
we
year,
finally
maybe
wrap this
follow
up, why don't you
you
invite
on your
everybody
social media
to
platforms,
watch you
whatever it is
perform
that you'd
anywhere,
like to plug.
anytime,
We'll give you
this year or next
Thank
year,
you.
maybe follow you on your social media
Well,
platforms, whatever it is
first
that you'd
quarter
like
is
to plug. We'll give you
really
this
for like my
moment.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
Album work, so just follow me on
My
social
first
media.
quarter is
I'm,
really for like my
at Kate
my
Torralba
album
with
work.
2 Rs,
So
okay?
just follow me
Kate
on
Torralba,
social media.
Torralba at Kate Torralba with
yeah,
2 Rs,
so I'm
okay?
active on Instagram.
Kate Torralba, Torralba.
Not so much on Facebook, but
it's kind of linked to that.
yeah,
and
so
my
I'm
friends are
active on
telling me to be more
Instagram.
active on TikTok.
Not so much
I
on
am,
Facebook, but it's kind of
not,
linked.
it's
But
not natural for
yeah,
me,
and my
but I
friends
will
are telling me
try.
to be more
I
active
will
on
try,
TikTok.
and,
I am.
Your songs are also on Spotify, yes?
Yes, I
not
forgot.
natural for me,
My
but I
songs
will
on
try.
Spotify.
I will try, and
Your songs are also on Spotify, yes?
Yes, I
Okay.
forgot. I have
Okay.
songs on Spotify.
You have to try.
So I have the
which is on Boys
album,
and Beats,
Long Overdue on
compilation.
Spotify, and then I do
and
have
then
2
there's,
tracks.
which is
Yeah,
on
Free
Boys and
Fall, Hard
Beats,
Candy on Spotify.
compilation.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then
So
there's,
wow, this has been
yeah,
my
Free
gosh,
Fall,
sorry,
Hard
like,
Candy
I
on
talked too much. I
Spotify.
told you. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and
Oh my
yeah,
gosh, 2
so,
hours
wow,
with
this
you
has been-
guys.
oh my gosh,
Thank you so
sorry,
much.
like,
Talk too much.
Thank you, Jiggy is a great host.
Thank you, thank
Time
you.
just
Oh my gosh,
flew,
2
and
hours
I
with
ended
you
up
guys.
singing
Thank
so
you so
little
much.
compared to talking.
Thank you, Jiggy
Which
is
is-
a great
which is,
host.
thank you,
Time
great
just
thing too,
flew,
right?
and I ended up singing.
Would like to
them
thank,
so
of course,
little
Dr.
compared to
Ted Lee and Adrian
talking.
Lee,
Yes,
and
Dr.
resident
Ted.
audio. Great thing too,
Yes,
right?
Dr. Ted
Would
Lee,
like
thank
would
you
like
for
to thank, of
having
course,
me, Adrian,
Dr.
our
Ted Lee and
hostess
Adrian Lee,
class.
and
And
resident
the
audio.
7 cute
Yes,
dogs
Dr.
outside.
Ted
Please,
Lee,
I
thank
can
you for
play with
having
them
me,
now.
Adrian,
Thank
our hostess
you.
with the mostest.
Yes,
And
my
thank you
little
to our listeners
7
on
cute
105.1
dogs
as
outside.
well,
Yes,
on
our
the radio,
listeners.
yes.
Daghang
Yeah.
salamat.
Thank you,
Masing nahibong.
yes,
And
my
thank you to our listeners on
Miss Korean.
105.1 as well,
Yes,
on
our
the radio,
listeners.
yes.
This has been a
Daghang
very
salamat,
special masing nahibong
coming,
mo.
Well, thank you for
show.
choosing
Talking
Resident
about
Audio
that.
and 105.1
This has been an
TMC
very special
exclusive
kind of
to
homecoming.
come home to. Thank you
And
for
I hope
choosing Resident Audio and
live
105.1
Yes, it's an
somewhere
exclusive.
before you leave for Manila.
Come home
right?
to.
Yes.
And how does
I
your
hope
New
you'll be
Year
able to
look
perform
like? Do you
live
have
on
like anything for
stage
New Year
I'm
before you
I
leave for
decided
Manila?
to.
Right?
Birthdays in 2
How does your
days.
New Birthday, by the way, happy birthday. Anything for New Year?
So yeah, I just kind of wanted to relax.
Okay, happy birthday, by the way, happy birthday.
Oh my gosh,
traveling. I mean,
Okay.
I was
So yeah, I just kind of wanted
I've
to
been
relax
all over the
because
place.
this year.
Yeah,
I was
a
in
lot
Europe
of traveling. I
mean,
I
I
was
was
in
yeah, I've been
in
all
the
over the
Middle
place.
East and
Singapore,
I was in Europe.
Bali. I was also in Japan.
This
This was really a year of like a lot of
Singapore,
touring and,
Bali.
so
I was
yeah,
also
these
in
last few days, I
Japan.
just want to
This was really a
quality
year
time
of
with my
like a
loved
lot of
ones,
touring
and so yeah, these
so
last
there.
few
All
days, I
right.
just want
Yes,
to
I'm going to a cool
spend
New
the
Year's
quality
party
time with my loved ones.
I'm excited.
And
So
yeah,
yeah, and then
yeah,
Sinulog,
so
hopefully.
All
Yes,
right.
see you
Yes.
guys.
I hope
will
you'll be
be
back
around.
here for the Sinulog,
I
yes?
will be around.
Please,
I will be
please
around.
ask your
Sinulog, hopefully,
next door
yes,
producer
see you
guy
guys.
or
I will be
whatever
around.
here for the Sinulog,
I
yes?
will be around.
Please, I think that's important, ask
right?
your
To talk to the
next
producer
door
people,
producer
because
guy or
these are the
whatever
people who can
to
bring you
please
from
book
wherever you
Kate
are
the
in the
Rock.
world.
'Cause I think that's important, right? To talk to the producer people because these are the people who can bring you from wherever you are in the world, right?
To Resonant Audio.
Yes,
Thank you so much. Daghang salamat.
All right, thank you.
And more power, Buxton. More power
Thank
to
you, thank
Resonant
you.
Audio.
Thank you,
so
thank you.
much.
All
Daghang
right, thank you.
salamat. Yeah.
Woohoo!
Hey, we did it.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Tops Media Center, broadcasting from over 2,000 feet closer to heaven at Tops 105.1 TMC.
Pre, paminaw sa tambag amigo lang ha. Magsigi og trabaho, magsigi pud og lingaw. Mauna ang moto nako sa una, pero kadugayan kapoy di ay. Sa tunga sa tanang kakapoy, inom, kaon og lami, apil na ang oily og fatty foods kinahanglan gihapon bantayan ang atong panglawas. Kailangan og husto nga kontrol, kauban nako ang Liverade, sila rin supplement nga labing maayo sa husto nga pagkaon og ehersisyo. Cheers sa daghang maayong panahon. Salamat sa Liverade. Importante nga pahinumdum ang Liverade dili tambal ug dili angay gamitong tambal sa bisan usang matang sa sakit. Ang maayong ilimnon ug maayong pagkaon, perpekto nga kombinasyon. Inubanan pa ang Liverade para sa kaayuhan sa atay. Mapalit sa tanang butika sa nasod.
Finally, local music has found a home. 105.1 TMC, the best of us.
Welcome the new year on top of everybody at Cebu's most iconic landmark, Tops. Together, let's count down to 2025 at the best place to be. Join us at our Grand Countdown Gala at the Tops event space with dinner, entertainment, plus exclusive access to the Sky 360 true 360-degree view and get the best view of the entire Cebu's fireworks celebration. The Tops New Year Grand Countdown. Welcome 2025 at 2,000 feet closer to heaven at Tops. The Tops New Year Countdown is brought to you by Tops, Montebello Villa Hotel, and 105.1 TMC, the best of us.
All right. So that was a show right there, huh? That was a very, very good show coming from Resonant Audio and collaboration with TMC 105.1. Jiggy Jews right there, huh? And of course, the special guest during that time is Kate Torralba. Kate Torralba, everybody. They had good sound vibes right there. But, syempre, we're gonna go back to our here at TMC, right? Diba? We were starting off with something earlier. Atong gisugdan na nga to ang gabi diri sa gamut. Actually, not gamut, but TMC special. Live special. And to ang higala, to ang igsuon nga si Musical Proof, mga higala.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, still here. Naapa na siya diri. Naminaw pagyapon siya nato. I mean, naminaw pagyapon mo. You're still tuned in to us right now here at TMC 105.1. And of course, Musical Proof was on an improv ganina. Naputol ta kay we had to make way with our special live collaboration also. Nanamata diri. Naamgyutay pag-ambit-ambit sa isug usa kay syempre nindot magid ang mga Bisaya kay
Lame kayo.
Mona. Musical Proof. Bro, musta man ya? Saya tong kaagi diri sa atong top of Cebu. Say kumusta may lantaw nimo sa Cebu?
Well,
sa tops of Cebu.
I was out of Cebu for a while. Like, I think 3 months I was traveling, and now I'm back.
Bitaw.
And bago lang gyud ko na balik no. Karon pa ko nakaari og balik gid sa tops. Oh man, it's such a wonderful place.
All right, bitaw tinod.
If you come from Iri Park, you get a bus going up here. There's a sights and sounds and scenes here. Got some food too, and this is where the radio station is. So if you guys want to visit us here, beautiful place.
Very nice, and we got a lot of our amenities here right now happening at top of Cebu. We have the Playfair, huh? We have the Playfair now here. Kasi may mga bata diha, no? And with the kids you have at home, ganahan mo, they get to enjoy. And of course, the kids at heart, there is a Playfair. We have it really close, and then we also have the honeycomb, or am I pronouncing it right? The guest or we call the mini hotel we have. There is a top of Cebu, and so you get to come over here, be at the landmark of Cebu, and then take a look at the scenery, and with the fog and all, night lights, the stars.
Yeah.
It's very romantic.
And if the fog comes out, they bring out the laser light.
You just saw that right now, right? You just saw that right now.
I saw the laser light show. It was beautiful.
That's great. And we're going to have a lot more of that here at top of Cebu. Yeah. So it's an experience you got to have here at top of Cebu. And if you're coming over, come drop by, check our site, check our station here at TMC. Sa pinaka-Bisaya ug Cebuanon. Nga stasyon ug Sibian diri sa Sugbo. Uyog inyong Bai Jaya diri mga higala ug atong amigo higala nga si Musical Proof. Nalingaw lang ko ba kay naminaw ko kanina. Pakapakang in English kanina. Muna sa Musical Proof diri ba pakapaka sa English ba, di ba? Mga higala na to diri nga naminaw. Na mga pakapakang English di ba? Nindot gyud paminaw ng mga pakapakang English kay murag ka nang makadungog na ka sa tingog sa Ginoo. Kanang ingon nga Johannes Christoph. Ano ba ka sa Sugbo dong? May kinabalik ka dong. Taod-taod kang nawala diri sa Sugbo. Karon ang panahon nga balik na ka. O karita diri manok karata. Manok karata. All right, Musical Proof, everybody. I like to listen more to your songs, man.
Okay.
Let's do it, man. Yeah, let's do it. Here we go, everybody. We got Musical Proof back.
I want to play some more songs.
Yeah, man. Mo na inungdan nga giauhag na to si Musical Proof diri. Kaya ron makadungog tag mga paambit niya ba.
So I want to just like tell you more about like the music that I play. Actually I used to play like metal or like metalcore and like punk and emo and all of those things, but I never really like settled on one genre just because I thought I understood nakasabot ko nga daghan man gud taog ka ng mga stages in life where we go through. This next one ako na siya i-play para ninyo is
Lamig. Lamig ko. Pinaw ng mga hinuklog sa imong pagbati ba?
Kayo, importante. Kanin si more on a popish song. I guess we start lang tag inani gamay. Yeah, this one's
Larga.
More of a love song, I guess, or
yeah. Here you go, everybody. We
an
got
old
musical
song
proof.
that I had.
Right.
Wait.
All right. Oh, here you go.
So this one is an old song I wrote, and it's one that's really popish, and I think a lot of ladies will like this one, maybe. We'll see. But yeah. Without further ado, here's a cheesy love song for your stupid broken heart.
Only here at TMC 105.1, the best of us.
Thought you left me all alone, but somehow you still pick up the phone. For a while, I remember just how much you cared. Don't know how, for the life of me, I just took everything for free, and you know, it was me who let you go. All of my old things are back, but some things are never coming back. The way you smile, the way you close your eyes. Oh, you are my favorite song. Play for me all day long. Don't leave me all alone. Oh, you can sing me one last song. Just let it be long. If forever could be that long. I remember all the times when we were naked in each other's eyes and neither one could fake it. We just let each other take it. When we left, we always left together in the sun, on the street, in the stormy weather. You were like my lucky charm, my folk guitar, my outer space, my solemn place, my piece of cake, my lady, my love, my twisted fate. I see you almost any day in places we gave our grace, and I can see that you see me too. And now you're anyone I've never met, there and gone. Life goes on, you never see me cry. My favorite song, play for me all day long. Don't leave me all alone. Oh, yeah, you can sing me one last song. Let it be long. If forever could be that long. I told you it was cheesy, didn't I?
It was beautiful, man.
Yeah, so one of those old songs that it's been a while since I've been I stopped composing songs because I've been diving into like just playing instrumental music. Some people are um some people are against it, but I think it's a good medium to have, like just to play instrumental music, not put any lyrics into it, and just let everyone like have their own like interpretation. And
Yeah, that's nice.
yeah.
Was that your original?
Yeah, that's
Nemo?
an
Imo
original
ginang-
song. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Original song.
Kano saan na mo gisuwat?
I don't know. I can't remember anymore. Maybe like 6 years ago, I guess.
Amazing, huh?
But yeah, that's a
Everyone,
beautiful-
have you heard of that song, no? Coming from the musical proof, huh? Eh, mo rin mo ginatukar ni mo bisag asa, ano mga tukag
I don't
Siargao.
I never usually play my own compositions when
Yeah.
I'm playing at bars and whatever.
Yeah.
I usually just play instrumental music, and then in between those I play some cover songs.
Yeah.
Just that, yeah, that's the way I do it actually.
Nice. Because as I heard that song, obviously orig gud siya. Huh? Really? Original yun siya. Bisag kung saan mo ba nga, di gina mo madunggan, bisag asa lang. And can you tell us more about it? What's with that song? Anong something pagkasulata?
That song was more of a love song. I think that most of us Cebuanos and actually Filipinos are really drawn to a good love song. If we look at a lot of the famous artists here and a lot of the famous songs that have become well known, it's mostly love song about like falling in love or falling out of love, or reminiscing or missing a love that wasn't meant to be. So it's one of those songs when I wrote it when I was younger, and I was in the throes of emotions and like missing someone and all that jazz, I guess.
Sa laktod pa pagastorya, kamaoy, gimingaw, og karon para mawang kamaoy og kamingaw.
Gisulod na lang sa kanta daan para
gipaagi sa kanta.
Yeah.
Diba? Muna nitabo ato kang musical proof, diba?
Yeah.
All right, man. Maya na. And then how about right now, like when you play songs in original, how does people appreciate the song?
Well, actually, that last song I played it for a lot of I only play it for like a private party, like if I have like if na ko yung mga kuyog na like tulo or lima ka tao niya, they're like, oh, you have to play original song. And na ko mo play og mga kanang hinimo na ko nga kanta, but sa usual gid is like I just play cover or like instrumental. Pero I have like some good responses for that one. Daghan ang ganahan because it's more like a pop song, easier to understand, like na dili kayo komplikado niya. Yeah, it touches the heart. So ganahan ang mga, especially like the ladies out there.
Oh yeah. Mga ladies out there kuno oy. Especially to all you, huh?
Yeah. Kaya kita mga laki, mga gahi man tagamay, di man kita mapakuan, pero you know na.
Okay kayo. Sibog-sibog tagamay diri proof kay ang atong video day na dito diri day safe day ko. Yeah. By the way, katong naminaw diha, we're still on, everybody. We're still on up till Kanlaon. Hantod Kanlaon nami. All right. Kay kinahanglan naming mamukaw ninyo kay padung na biya bagong tuig, no? All right. By the way, Herbert Abellana passed by earlier today and before the show, and welcome again to everybody. Katong naminaw, you can join us at Tops Media Center sa YouTube, and you can also message us at 0999-887-6070. Huh? Nga pata si Musical Proof is still with us right now, man. Yeah.
So I'm sending out an invite to everyone out there.
And then, by the way, so that before, while everybody's on air and tuned in to us right now, I'm not so sure if we're still on air. Can you still hear us on the radio? All right, good. if the radio is still on, then basically we're still very much on. And if not, then we would just be on YouTube. Is it on? Yeah, so that means that the airwaves is done. Then we might just be on YouTube. For those people who are on YouTube and also on our web radio, you can still tune into us at topsmediacenter.com.
Nice. Okay.
We're going on 24/7. That's the reason why we're up and running until now. Okay? So we got some more songs from Proof, everyone.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sige.
We'll keep it going then.
Keep it going, man.
Got
Good
some more
ka.
songs.
Antod ka daon ta diri.
This is how we get in the mood. don't judge yourself too hard. I think that's a good thing. Don't do it too much. Emphasis on making your own mistakes is okay. They can't hurt you. Phew.
Love that, man.
Yeah.
Pagkanindot.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Paka na sa mga higala na to diri sa studios. Musika dagdagan kayo bitaw mga naminaws ka.
Yeah. I'm always
Alright.
for the instrumental music thing because
Bitaw.
I think it's more of like a way to teach yourself how to, like, you don't have to follow like anything, but you just make something, and if you think and if you listen to it yourself and you think oh well, I think this works, and then you stop questioning yourself, and then you get yourself into a vibe, you get into the
Yeah.
zone, and I think that's a very valuable thing for each and every one of us to be able to do.
Right.
To like just zone into ourselves and just, you know, feel the energy, feel the vibe, and just float, you know. Because a lot of us, like, we get lost. We don't know what to do because we're angry, we're feeling some things like that, and then where are we gonna go? Me, every time I find my guitar and just play.
Yeah. That's what you do, right?
Yeah.
That's what you've been doing.
Yeah.
Because kami, maminaw minimo, we tend to just be looking at the dynamics pa.
Yeah, yeah.
Something to kar, something doing.
Yeah,
And of course, if for those that are very technical,
Yeah.
they go by the notes, they go by the rhythm, the beat, and pero kato mga naminaw lang jamming lang yun tirada. Yango ngora yung una.
Yeah. That's
Diba?
I've learned that in a lot of like, I've been everywhere, like people like in different religions, in different like spaces and places. People use music to get people into the vibe. And what happens if someone's there and then they're judging the like, oh, you're playing the wrong note, you're singing the wrong beat, you're doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
What happens is it just kills the vibe. So everyone is there, and even if someone is like off key or someone is doing that, we're just like
Right.
still trying to get in the vibe together. And then the moment that everyone is connected and the vibe is there, then the music is beautiful no matter what
Oh
happens.
yeah. that we definitely feel that, man.
Yeah.
Mo ginang pamati na mo, like kaning naglantaw lang minimo, especially kana again improv.
Yeah.
Question is, will that ever happen again? Mobalik ba na
Oh,
siya
the
nga
thing
jamming?
that I just did like
Yeah, man.
seconds ago? No,
Yeah,
no.
man.
You can't. You
Mao na,
cannot
yeah.
replicate that.
Yeah, that's what
Can-
we're talking about. No? Sa mga naminaw karon, this is actually live on YouTube. Means that you can always watch this again.
You can always watch this again. Yeah, we recorded that moment there.
Exactly, man. So kato mga naminaw nga wa ka dungog.
Yeah.
Naminaw ako
This is the only place to find it.
Ibig sabihin na bungol na sila. Naminaw nga wa ka dungog. Bungol na. No. Because naman gyud na approve nga kanang naminaw nga wa ka dungog. Naminaw but cannot hear.
Oh my God.
Remember your first instrument, man.
Yeah.
Was that
it's
first
here.
instrument,
First
right?
Instrument.
And
right here.
Yeah. Naminaw sila but we were naminaw sila after na ba? Kanang nakadungog na sila on the recording na and for those nga nakadungog sad they miss it nga tinduta pa minaw na to then maybe they can actually go back to that to that recording.
Listen
so there's the
moment.
YouTube.
Remember that moment because that moment was just for us.
Definitely, bro. Kalam paminaw
Kita nga kita sad nga naminaw karon og sa katong sunod nga maminaw if you can connect to that moment then you can be with us too.
That's it. That's what we're talking about. So anyway, we got some more songs for us. But again, let me ask Musical Proof here. How do they catch you? How do they contact you? Asa ka nila makitaan labaw nagnaka sa Sugbo?
Oh yeah, for sure. Actually you can find me on Facebook and Instagram. It's at Musical Proof. I mean that's my tag name and I use the hashtag free music for change. So that's one no spaces in between, just free music for change. Find me through that one too. And also maybe on Sunday I'll try to be in Santo Niño. I'm gonna play like a street live busking over there.
Okay.
I'm just gonna see if I can still do it, but I used to be able to do that every time I went there. So we'll see on Sunday, and of course next week I'll be at Chef's Corner Bistro. So I set up like a gig so that while I'm here on the radio, maybe you guys can come see me next week at Chef's Corner Bistro in Minganilla, and I'll be playing there as well.
All right. Wow. I mean, there's a lot more, I think, no? But if they want to check that out, those schedules you mentioned, maybe they can go to a page that they can go to?
You can go to my page. It's at Musical Proof. I'll be posting
there you go.
Everything on there. And we'll see each other there too, guys. If you can come, for sure, I'll be there.
See how humble this guy is, no? Maminaw mo ba? Like, busking mo good. Sa mga tao nga nakaibaw, busking culture is like, lingkod lang ko dire. And then, duguyog ko ninyo, paminawa lang ninyo akong kanta in town, and nara ninyo sa inyong kinasing-kasing, how much are you gonna give? Or unsay mong ihatag? Sakto ba?
Yeah,
Proof?
yeah. It's not mandatory. I mean, all I want to do is just play music and see if you guys enjoy it or not. Like
that's right.
I just want you to enjoy. If you don't have money, it's okay. You can sit with me. It's not mandatory. So it's up to you guys.
That's lovely, man. Lovely. Very nice. Very nice. And thank you so much for everything that you've done here so far. For tonight, sa pagbisita, and I'm sure that we can actually always work out a way that we can invite you over, and maybe for the listeners here and the visitors of Top of Cebu, and we can talk to maybe later on you can catch them here, or they can catch you here. Diba? You can catch Musical Proof here.
Yeah.
Sa Tops, no?
Yeah,
maybe soon.
I'm gonna try to apply for busking spot here at Tops too. Like maybe you come here and
right. Yeah, man. Kamu atang-atangin ninyo ha the Musical Proof, Johan, Christopher Cañete.
Yeah.
Maybe soon. We'll work this out. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll find out
Diba?
a way. And
that's nice.
Thank you so much, Bai Jaya, ha?
Why sa pa yan?
For your invitation.
Why sa pa yan? It's a
beautiful place here.
That's why this goes out to all the artists, not only Johan and the Musical Proof here, being here as our visitor, and for everyone else who's in the music scene, on the industry, and not only the music scene, everyone in Sugbo, mga Sugboanon nga adunay ikadalit, adunay ikaambit nga mga alantawon or kaalam or knowledge that they want to share to us here. You're very welcome here. Diri sa atuang sa atuang show, our radio station, TMC, ang pinaka-Sugboanon, or actually they call it the most Cebu. It's not just top media center, but it's the most Cebu.
The most Cebu.
And so, do you have like one more song for us before we go?
Okay.
We'll wrap this up.
I got one more
Bitaw
song
pinuha,
for you
bitaw
guys.
ito mabuntag ganda. But pwede ni si Proof. Sukol ni.
Sukol again.
Okay kayo.
All right. Here you go, Proof.
I got you one more song. This one's an old one too. I haven't written any new songs actually, but this one's called Dazed. D-A-Z-E-D, Dazed. I'm dazed in so many ways. You can have a taste. Show me what you can take. You can take my hate and make it great, make it great. You could say it was one of those days. Wake up, walking on my haze. Forget yesterday, 'cause I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling fine. The sun is up, it's hot as sipping up my cup for some love, 'cause I can't get enough. I can't get enough. I can't get enough. You think I'm wasting my time? Let me correct you, I'm just owning my crime. Watch me rock this line. It's not a crime, just a dose of good vibes. Toot, 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 toot. Or maybe it's too much. Save me, I'm drowning. Baby, I don't care. Maybe I'm lonely, maybe you miss me, but the truth is you don't care. But I am dazed in so many ways. You could have a taste. Show me what you can take. You can take my hate and make it great. Make it great. You can say it was one of those days. Wake up, walking on my haze. Forget yesterday, 'cause I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling fine.
Definitely feeling fine, man.
For sure.
I'm dazed.
Dazed.
I'm dazed.
Dazed.
The song made me dazed, man. How many days?
That's an old song written. Yeah.
Wow.
I wrote it with this girl, and credits to you.
Nice,
Thank you
nice.
for writing that one with me.
Swertihan yung bayan mo. So, whoever that is,
Yeah.
if you've heard that song sang by the musical Proof before, you should actually know that it's
Lame kayo.
yeah, man.
You guys are lucky, because I never usually play that one for anyone. But, yeah.
That's right.
Thank
So
you for
you
being
only
here.
heard that here.
Yeah.
Sakto ba?
Yeah.
For those of you who are
Unreleased.
watching this, no? You'll only be hearing
only
that
a few
here.
select people have heard that one, and also the.
We
other
can
one.
talk to TMC, the label. We can talk
if
to
you want.
TMC, the label, later on, that this will be the song recorded over TMC.
Oh yeah. We can do
Yeah.
that for
Let's
sure.
look into that, huh?
Yeah.
Let's look into that. Let's look into that. Let's talk to the Magic. Si Kuya Magic. Yeah, and the TMC executives. Ato na silang storyahan nun sa ilahay kahisgutan na. Let's do that. Yeah, man. It's time for you to have your own label, man.
Yeah, that would be beautiful.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll let them hear this for sure.
Woohoo!
Yeah, man. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you so much, Bai Jaya.
Musical Proof. Daghang salamat sa pagbisita din sa tuang Sibianan, our radio station.
Beautiful place.
And then your assistant here, Borge.
Thank you so much.
Jaishri, however you call her. She's the manager, by the way, right behind this that camera over there. Yeah, then she'll be assisting Proof for whenever Proof is out and, helping manage his bookings and so on. So, remember the sites? Can you let them know the sites again?
Find me on my social media at Musical Proof. It's on Facebook and Instagram at Musical Proof. #Free Music for Change. Find me there. Let me know if there's anything that you need from me, and maybe I can help you out, whatever it is.
That's right. Beautiful. You go ahead, contact Musical Proof. Johan Christopher Cañete. Mga higala, mga igbay, mga igsoon. And I think we can talk more. Magtaping buntag if you want. Pwede pa may mabuntag. But ato na silang bitinon. We're gonna bring that to you later on. But for now, let's just say goodnight.
Yeah, we say goodnight tonight. And,
say goodnight.
Maybe we see each other again soon.
You'll see each other soon here in our show. This is TMC Special Live with Johan Christopher Cañete. Live at the studios of TMC and your Bai Jaya. Mayong gabi sa tanan. Good night kaninyong tanan. And hope you have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful celebration of the new year ahead. See you at the Tops New Year's party here at Tops Media Center. And you say it with me, by the way, Dungata. Our theme will be TMC, the best of us. So ready when I say TMC and we say the best of us. Only here at TMC.
The best of us.
Here we are.
5.1 Tops Media Center, broadcasting from over 2,000 feet closer to heaven at Tops 105.1 TMC.
We'll just say goodbye to the YouTube lookers, recorded and so on. Pwede ka mo kamay niya, bro. Yeah. Ano picture? Ba, picture. Ito wear ang kuhan, bro. Ano ba?
Okay.
Yeah. Picture, tamam. We go like here. Before we go. And then we also take another picture outside. Ready?
Okay, 1, 2.
Okay, that's good.